this. Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just unrelenting eye contact.
We're good? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. We usually do everyone does it, but hey, Busch Light.
Corona Extra.
Cheers, matey.
Cheers. And Zach, who's in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, that's not true, but
Good job, Zach.
Water.
I'm double fisting Coronas and Busch Lights, huh? About 2 weeks.
Is this brunch? Having a 1 p.m. Corona, that's kind of like brunch.
I feel like sometimes we do these in the morning and it's like 10 a.m. and we're drinking beer at 10 a.m. By like 5, we've done 2 of these and I'm fucking... So what are you guys up to? I'm blasted, dude. Just having a podcast.
That's so good.
So anyway, thank you, Kurt. Yeah, live. So we had our big album release show last weekend. And we have this, there was like this moment where like the half of the song cuts off and then the other half of the song, there's no vocal. So the vocalist doesn't have any parts for a solid like 5 minutes, right? And he was like, we're crazy. So he like fell down. He was like, and he almost shit on himself. Like, no. He goes, oh. And so he was like, I barely did anything. And I didn't know this till after. I just thought he was in the crowd somewhere. Right. And he goes, no, dude, I ran to the bathroom and took a full shit.
That's going to be Payton.
Listen.
Full, like, this is like our magnum opus. It's like we're all like, we're feeling some type of way. This record is finally out. It took all these years to do. And right in the smack dab middle of a set, this man runs off to shit.
You get this romanticized idea, like if you're like working, you're putting all this effort into recording this track or this album or whatever. You put in all that effort and you're waiting for this build up. That's going to be so beautiful to make it all worth it.
Yes.
But then you just shit yourself.
You just shit on yourself.
Listen, beautiful women and artists of all creeds are known to have IBS.
It was one of my favorite moments of the after night. Like, he was like, I was like, yeah, where'd you go? He was like, I went to the... No. I'm remembering it. But sorry, that night was just fucking insane. It's all... He came up to me between a couple of songs after that. He goes, that's the fastest shit I ever took. I thought he was like just saying that. And I just went, oh yeah? And like, haha, like we're playing a show. I don't know what that means. And then afterwards he goes, no, I really did. And I was like, oh, wait, when? And he told me. I was like, dude, that's hilarious. You put all that time and effort into this.
I am the family's fastest pooper. That is.
Oh, not me.
I work at a junior high. You get 4 minutes between classes. If you got to shit, you gotta make
super
it
pooper
quick, or else those kids are.
Are you a teacher?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, dang.
I know, and people are always
junior
like,
high, huh?
Do they know you're in a band? And I'm like, yeah, I'm like writing songs, not
Do they
keeping
think
like
it's
the Epstein
lame?
log.
Or are they cool?
Oh, they think it's awesome. I have kids that have
That's
like
cool.
my stickers on shit.
I've been in a band. I've been in like doing music since about the 9th grade, and that would have, if one of my teachers was in a band, I would have been blown my mind. What? Because we were all in bands.
Oh.
There was something about that era at my school where everybody was either played an instrument or was in a band also. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I was in marching band. That was like the extent of band experience.
Dork!
Anyways, good night.
Okay, but like being in like marching band was kind of it though. Like that was like being in. Yes, it was awesome. I don't know. Maybe
I heard their retreats got a little crazy.
Oh,
I had a couple
yes.
friends in bands. That shit was
Listen.
wild.
Literally.
Yeah,
listen,
literally.
I've got
I think
so
that's
many,
real.
Okay, so I have so many Bandcamp stories.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. I'll give you one for free, really quick.
Do it.
So,
for free. I'm gonna charge for the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge for the rest.
Patreon. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. You can find my Cash App in my bio. No, I think it was 7th going into 8th grade. So I went to band camp and I had this buddy and he wore his key around his neck for his dorm or whatever. And I don't know why, but like he had his key and there was like we were in this room where for some reason there was like sockets on the floor.
Like
flat.
for like wrenches, like socket wrenches.
No. Like electrical sockets. Like
Oh, electrical sockets. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And so I took his key and just shoved
What the
it in there.
fuck?
And so he kept trying to grab it.
But it's like
And it's metal, and he's just shocking the crap out of it. And I was like, oh my God. And then there was a thing of like, oh fuck, how do we get this out?
A stick.
Yeah. And so I can't remember how we got it out, but he shocked himself a lot. That
That's
was a lot of
awesome.
fun, so.
He just keeps doing it like it's gonna change.
You know like the electric gum, like the stick of gum that you pull.
Oh yes, and it zaps you.
Yeah, okay. I had one of those that I bought from the book fair as a kid, and they're fucking back. And I love pranks. I have a student, and he's like, "Oh, Miss Marshall, you want a piece of gum?" I knew what it was. I knew it was gonna shock the shit out of me, but I have like
Did it
this
anyway.
secret desire for people to like play pranks on me. And so I was like, "Oh, I would love some gum," and I'm like falling out of my fucking chair, like really playing it up, and he's like, am I gonna get a detention? And I was like, yeah.
Just sit on the floor, fucking.
Three fucking days,
That's
buddy.
hilarious. You just ISS now. Is that still a thing? Is ISS still a thing?
It should be. They have Saturday school.
What the fuck? Oh, we
That's
had
what I
that.
had when I was in school.
We had early morning detention. We had Saturday school. We had ISS. We had detention and expulsion.
Yeah, that's how my school was.
We had a whole plethora of ways to punish children.
When
They
I
would
was-
beat us still. I'm from that generation.
Yeah.
You'd think they were done with that. I'm 26, and so when I was
They're still doing corporal punishment?
not at my school now, but I remember like I was taking the ass whooping every time over
Oh,
detention.
yeah.
They're-
Every time.
Every time.
Give me the beating. I don't want to go into Miss What-the-fuck's class.
No.
She's evil.
No, and plus it's like you get smacked around a little at home in the South, so it's like what's
It's
one
fine. Listen.
good whooping, and then I go back to class.
Getting beat with a giant wooden paddle by an adult is completely normal here. We're fine. We're fine.
My school was weird because it was like middle school. It was the it was a lot of ISS and where I was
Tons
going
of
at the time.
ISS.
And then in junior high, it was this weird, sick obsession with Saturday school. Which when you're like 14 to 16,
That's the worst thing you
that,
could do.
You might as well just shoot me. Just shoot me and throw me in a ditch, right?
Listen, Mr. Thompson, you might as well just kill me. I'm not going.
Yeah, seriously. And then in high school, it was YeeHaw, which is hilarious because in my
Yeah.
school, it was just like you just go during lunch. But you still got your lunch.
fuck? What?
So it's like, I didn't give a fuck. I was like,
So you just have lunch somewhere else?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you have like a peaceful, quiet meal. It's like the best 30 minutes of a fucking.
You just every day, like, can I get D-Hall? Billy.
I loved ISS when I was in school because
I got shit done.
Y'all might have a cool teacher. Ours was...
we had Mr. Keith Frazier, and I doubt he would hear this, but on the off chance that he did, thank you so much. He used to make us popcorn. We were sitting there watching fucking VHS tapes because our school had like no fucking money, so we're still on VHS
what was
hours.
ours was wooden walls, and you were in your own wooden walled space, turned around backwards. And if you got caught doing anything, beating, you immediately got yes.
Beating.
like it was truly fucking awful. And the teacher was. She was a fucking Satan demon, hell spawn. She was evil as fuck. She hated kids, for sure. I mean, she definitely hated children. Which, if you're the detention teacher, you're getting all the bad kids, and she'd been there for like 100 years. But still.
See, and you know, I think it's another funny thing. When you're in sports or if you were doing band, it was like if you got in trouble outside of those classes, and it was like something where it's like, oh, you got detention, or oh, this is happening.
They punish you with that, too.
Oh, they're punishing you in those, and those were so much more brutal because it's like in band, they're like, hey, we heard you being a little shit.
We're putting tubas on each side of your head and blowing
Basically,
them.
yeah. No. They would go to your like section leader and be like, you got to punish this guy. And the section leader is like an 18-year-old. And they're unmonitored. So it's like, you get to do box drills for 30 minutes. And you just got to hold your horn up. Oh, you swap? You started to slack a little bit? No, 30 minutes. And she's like, man, what?
You just make
This
a box
experience
with your horn? What is a
cannot
box
be
drill?
universal.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, children are definitely not the ones that should be dealing out the punishments.
It's some Lord of the
Cruel.
Flies shit.
Yeah. Line up, trombone, face, melt. We're going to heat up your head with the power of sound. So stupid.
Man.
I guess our band directors just like didn't give a single fuck. I was bad
Sounds like
as
y'all had
hell.
great schools. Where'd y'all go to school?
Western Yale County.
Oh my God.
Class of 32 folks.
What the fuck? Oh, wow. YeeHaw.
Valonia High School.
Both of y'all, small
2016,
town.
baby.
How many was in your class?
Mine was actually one of the biggest of Valonia's history. I can't remember if it was somewhere in
4.
the... Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it was somewhere in the range of like I think 280 to 300.
Oh wow,
I
that's
feel
far
like.
more than I thought it
Oh,
would
you're
be.
not rural at all. That's stolen valor. You don't
Shave that mustache now.
get away from us, real hicks.
Oh no, I can't say shit. Mine was like 600 something. Yeah.
Oh no,
was a lot.
our teachers, I think they just would like hire anybody. My biology teacher lived in his car.
What the fuck?
And he brought us in. I convinced him that I had a baby for no reason other than like for shits and gigs. And he
It's a plastic baby. It's my baby. You're just crazy.
He
as
brings
fuck.
in this lunchbox full of sand, and he's like, "It's sand from California. Does anyone want to buy it?"
What?
Like a class of 10th
What?
grade students. But then this is like much more sinister. But he was like, "Do you have any like older sisters or aunts?" And I was like, "Hey."
Jesus.
Yeah. No, he got fired from
Oh, you don't say.
Pottsville for not even from my school. We were gonna keep him until he punched the smartboard. But
That's where we.
That's the like. You broke the TV, Phil. You
yeah,
gotta go.
We don't have any fucking money. That's all.
Fuck the kids. We need that TV.
But he was stealing car radios out of the other teachers' cars
the
at his
fuck?
last school.
You hired a homeless vagrant to fucking
He's
be
like
a teacher.
he's like the first guy in the world to really be named like Billiam too.
Oh my god.
Oh, not Billiam. Not Billiam.
If you hear this, I hope you're better now.
No, he's probably not doing better. He's probably dead. Probably.
Listen, everyone gets a second chance, man.
Hey, yeah. Sometimes
Just
it's
not
heaven.
Billiam.
Sometimes the second chance is with the Lord. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. Billiam. Wow, that's insane. Nope. Okay, well, my school was pretty regular, minus all the violence.
Yeah. Where did you go to school?
Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fine. I hated every second of it. I wanted to leave immediately. but-
Man, how about MF Metal that used to be in Bryant?
yeah, man.
What a
R.I.P.
beautiful place.
Yeah, it was a neat idea. It was a cool experiment.
It was.
I never would have guessed. I honestly, when I heard it was opening, I was like, 2 months.
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
Yeah.
He lasted, what, 2.5 years? Probably? Somewhere like that?
I
Yeah.
still, every now and then I see him like pop up on my Facebook. I'm like, I've got to pay your
J.
respects,
Cole?
man.
Yeah, man.
Just because like
He was a real one.
it was. And
He
for
was
me,
he was almost too real.
He was, yeah.
Because he would, like, not take money
No.
from the bands, like, period. I
Yeah.
was literally like, dude, you deserve a cut. You
Yeah.
do. Like, as a musician, you deserve some of this money. No.
Well, and so he was so open. That was when I was in that shitty little band I was in high school. When I was like 16, we played our first show there. And so like my memory is always of like
Right.
this dude who was super welcoming to anyone and everyone. And so I'm just always like, okay, that's
He was
that
like the
place has got
epitome
a-
of a
yeah.
venue you'd want to own. Like,
It's
any
got a place in my
genre.
heart for sure.
He didn't give a fuck. It was MF Metal, but he would play anything.
Oh, yeah.
And you could suck.
And yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
we
be
sucked. and
pure
he was
shit.
Always
Yeah.
letting us out there.
You kids did great tonight, even though no, you didn't.
You're out of tune. You're off tempo. Nothing was together.
8 people showed up. 3
Yeah.
of them paid. I'm sure one kid was smoking in the bathroom. Like,
Right. And I love that it was also like a record store. So I was just like the whole time I was like looking through records and it's like, okay, all right, we gotta go.
It's time to play. You're
and
like,
the
hold
lights
on.
are still on in the building. It's like
Yeah.
5 p.m.
no, that was a beautiful spot.
it was.
It was. It sucks. It sucks because it was like everything closed. Everything went away. All the venues went away, and we're down to like fucking basically. Well, now we have Full Moon. Thank God.
Yeah.
There's another option, but there hasn't been a Conway venue in a while either, aside from bars.
Yeah. No,
'Cause-
which, and I mean, you know as well as I do, or any of us really. I mean, there's a difference between like if you're getting a gig at like TC's or at King's, which are wonderful places, mind you.
Oh, I'm not shitting on them. It's just
but
different.
it's a completely different vibe than like
Yeah.
if you're playing at Vino's or if you're playing Whitewater or if you're playing
Right.
Full Moon, something like that.
Now, the beautiful TC's is one of the first bars that I went to with Zach when Buckshot was just like a sperm in our balls. We didn't even like. It hadn't come to
It's
fruition.
a fucking hilarious way to describe your band. Before we were anything, when we were just sperm and balls.
But I was
That's
at
hilarious.
TC's, and this was like the first time I'd even been to like a bar. Really, I was 21.
Oh boy.
And this man starts weeping. He's looking at me, just like weep, and I mean like weeping, like full fat
man.
tears rolling down his face. And he gets down on his knees, and he goes, please come home with me. And I was like,
What the fuck? I thought it was because of your music.
oh, no music, just chilling in a booth.
That's just 6 years ago.
That's a damaged man. That's a damaged man.
My favorite thing about TC's is like you will walk in there and see everyone in there. So it's by far my favorite bar that I've ever been to. It's like I've also their pool tables are fantastic.
You play pool?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not great, but
the world's worst.
I love it
Pool
so
and
much.
boat, like old school waste time activities, pool, bowling, shit like that.
Oh.
Mini putt or putt golf, like
dude.
no, hell no.
but they're so
darts.
much fun. So much
I'm like
fun.
dart.
Yeah.
You
I haven't found like a sport of any kind that I'm good at yet.
know? Bar sports.
Bro made me download 8-ball pool. He won't just fucking play the mini game that comes in
Not as
iMessage.
good. Listen,
It's not as good. Listen, the dynamics are off, all right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, of
They
course
are.
I do it.
No, every time I get on 8-ball pool, I'm like, this information has been
I
sent
forget that you
straight
can
to
play
my
games
spies.
in text message. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, so like I'll play other games. Like what was the other one that we played?
Solitaire.
I make my wife play the what's the ship game? Battleship. I make her play
Battleship. What's the ship game?
What's the battleship game where you play with battleships?
Where you're battling ships.
Yeah. I'm also battling shits.
Oh, I kind of do want to know. I don't usually ask like standard questions, but I kind of do want to know where we get the band name from.
So
Buckshot
honestly,
Princess.
I don't think we have a super sexy answer for this.
It's terrible.
It was one that our drummer had on a notes. He just created a huge list of names, and we saw that one. And we're like,
That's
hold
it.
on,
Okay.
let's go with
I
that.
thought it was gonna be some southern ass crazy. My aunt was fucking doing some wild
Listen,
shit.
if you want to get in the weeds about some ants, we can get in the weeds. My aunt was a professional witch growing up.
Oh my god.
But Buckshot Princess, Zach wanted us to be like Midnight Mary, and then originally we thought we were gonna go like a way more like
country.
plunk and twang style than we actually ended up going, and I wanted to be the Mean Man String Band, but then our guitarist was like, "I'm not doing anything hokey."
What? Better liven it up, fellas.
No, it's. I'm really glad that we actually recently had a discussion about this because when I first heard the name, I don't think I was turned off by it, but I wasn't as sold. But
It's a solid name.
yeah, where we are now, it's like I couldn't imagine us being anything than
But
what we are.
the band makes the name.
Oh,
Band names are almost all stupid as fuck.
I have really taken to calling us Big Princess.
Big Princess, yeah.
Big Princess walking down the street.
We were actually just talking
Lyrics.
on the way here. There's so many people who have been referring to us as the Buckshot Princess, and we
Add the the.
the group chat.
Add the
Well, I
the.
think you need to because it's literally on your phone.
Okay, on the way here, I got a notification that was like, you have been added to a group, and it was like a French or Portuguese something group chat, and I was like, what the fuck? And I opened it, and they're like,
You are the Buckshot
Escucha de la
Princess,
Buckshot
yes?
Princess. Like, but it was like add Radiohead.
They think you're
add,
the Buckshot Princess?
but they were like, add Selena Gomez, add Radiohead, and then add Tame Impala, and then someone was like, add Buckshot Princess, and I was like, okay, look at us big dicking up here with the
With
real
Tame
guy.
Impala.
So basically, what we're saying is that's right. We are going on tour with Selena Gomez, Tame Impala,
Hell yeah.
and Radiohead.
Of course.
Yeah, you're
Radiohead
welcome.
hasn't had a tour in a decade.
The
You're
people have been
gonna bring it
requesting it. It's going to be Big Princess that does it.
Big Princess. Shout out to him. You know what? You know what? You deserve it. How many shows have you played? Y'all are up there now.
Since
15?
we've been playing since September.
Y'all
and
been pretty consistent. Yeah.
well, and it's funny because we played September, and then we reached out to Kurt actually for the cover show at a full moon during that October, and then I think we were pretty silent through the months of November and December. And
It's
then,
all holiday months, man.
right.
Yeah.
And then January, February, March, and now April. I mean, it was just like boom, 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 and it's awesome. We're just like, this is so cool. And it's super exciting for me because it's kind of myself personally stepping back into the music scene, and it's like, it is amazing how
It's become
tight it is.
crazy. It's the
So
coolest.
super welcoming too. I mean, people
Yeah.
opened us with
Oh yeah.
Oh
They've
yeah.
been so kind to us. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like it's never been before. It's its own thing. There was like this like revival moment that we had a few years ago, but after that it was just like it just morphed and it's just like, no, this is what it is. We probably have the most. I've been all over really, and I've played a lot of places, but it's like just the most involved local music scene I've ever seen.
My brother-in-law.
It's insane.
My brother-in-law was in like a metalcore band like 09, 10 in the Conway area.
Yeah.
And he kind of
that was the dying era too. So it was rough out there.
And he'll tell me stories that sound awesome. Where he's like, "Oh yeah, like Sweeper came through here and I did guest vocals," and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, like, this sounds incredible." And I've always been like, "I want to see that kind of music scene." And now we have it. We're living in it, and it's so cool because not only is it just like bands that are actually going on tour coming through Arkansas, it's like no bands from Arkansas are going on tour and are doing really
and
cool
they're some of
things.
the best bands you could see.
Yeah.
We have a fucking headliner lineup of locals.
Oh,
where every show you go, some of these shows you're like, I would have paid this money for all of these bands each, and I get it on one show is ridiculous.
Yeah. Arkansas, we just breed them better down here, I think.
It's something going on, truly.
Like-
The fucking Cersei right now is breeding pure magic.
It's the southern heat, man.
It is.
it
It always
is.
has been though.
And like we're just kind of like the shit at everything.
Hell yeah, we are. Fuck you, other states, you pussy bitches.
Like a lore moment. Miss Arkansas paid for my college. I was a pageant girl. I lived in the trailer house, but baby, I was rubbing elbows with the best of them. But like, if you will go to like watch Miss America, and I hope none of them are. They're not gonna fucking watch this. So the talent from the other states is always ass and shit compared to the girls that come up from Arkansas.
We breed entertainers for sure. There's a lot of movie actors that are from here. You would never know we're from here. They don't claim it for some weird reason.
We fucking got it.
Well, and it's like, I mean, again, not to just sit here and just keep sucking off Arkansas, but I mean, look
Give
at
it to
us,
me,
man.
Daddy.
Like straight up, like look at us. I mean,
This
I
place
don't know.
fucking rules. It is.
Opening for Lana Del Rey.
yeah,
Come on.
Arkansas opened up for Lana Del Rey. Look at that. That's bluegrass
That's
opening
true,
up for one of
yeah.
the greatest like performers that in our time currently. And I mean, Little Rock speaks for itself. I'm not even gonna say it because anyone who's in Little Rock, who's going to shows in Little Rock, who's playing in Little Rock, y'all already know.
That's right.
So I mean, it's
unmatchable, really.
I mean, it's that. Whatever.
Yeah, it is Arkansas versus everybody.
It's
Terminal
beautiful.
Nation coined the best phrase you could ever have.
It's cool. And I love seeing this Arkansas pride because I actually come from a family that's not originally from Arkansas.
I'm not as it either.
So, growing up,
We're
it's
from
kind of
Texas,
funny.
which is crazy because that place is its own country.
Oh
They
my
don't
gosh.
believe in the United States. They believe there is Texas and everywhere
That
else.
Texas pride is
Yes,
something
it's
else.
deep.
And they
Did
have
you ever-
Beyonce.
Do you ever listen to like Upon a Burning Body back in the day or anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that? Oh, I mean, all of their lyrics are like,
Yes.
fuck everyone. Texas is
Yes,
number
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
And,
Well,
they
you
got me
go
in
there. You go
Arkansas
to the
being like,
grocery
hell
store.
Yeah.
Even in the grocery store, they're like, "Here's your 6-shooter, Texas. Fuck everything else."
Yeah, this is the Lone Star State, baby.
Beans are in the back.
But I'll tell you what, Arkansas is coming up, and we're coming for you, Texas.
Hey, no, we need to be partners. They got all the beef, man. We can't.
Okay,
They got all the good,
really
meat.
like a good steak, so that's a fair point.
Listen, we'll give you some rice, but we're gonna need the beef. We need that
and rice,
beef.
that's
Beef
a
and rice.
thing.
It's a great meal.
Wonderful, man.
A lot of people put gravy on there, but not my thing.
You should be able to get a gun at a grocery store. Now that you
You
said
used to be able to get them at Walmart anytime you wanted.
Yeah, and I miss the taxidermy. I miss going in there and wandering off away from my parents.
Hey,
Payton Marshall.
where'd all the fucking dead animals go, fella? Shit.
I go to Bass Pro Shops like that shit is the Louvre.
There used to be a buffalo in here. His name was Frank, and I miss him.
I'm just high as fuck, hands behind my back, like, wow.
Watching the fish in the tank, like,
Yeah.
do you see me? Like I see you?
And I'm like, I believe in God now.
Is it all warbly?
I'll be honest though, I love Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, it's
It's a
fucking
beautiful
awesome.
place.
The
they have-
pyramid, gorgeous.
I've never been. I want to go. Yeah, it seems fun.
It's a
We should
good
do a
place.
crash cast like what are those called?
Can
Remotes.
Buckshot play a show there?
There is a hotel there. You can stay in it.
What do we have to do to get a show lined up at the pyramid?
I feel like you have to not be heavy. That's the first requisite. They're not going to let anyone with a fucking
But we-
distortion pedal in that
We'll
building.
treat the pyramid with respect. Like they
Y'all could probably do it. Nothing I'm in could fucking
We're
do
gonna
it.
sneak you guys in. We'll be like, don't
Yeah.
worry, these are a bunch of our buddies. They're gonna listen to us. We're like, oh, you're a country act. Like, yeah.
Country.
But the thing is, they just don't know that they need you yet.
Well, Crows could do it because
they're-
we have the lady vocalist, which is like, so you're like, nothing's too offensive.
Yeah.
The music's fast and distorted, but the vocals are all pretty and pristine. So it's
Dude,
like,
once y'all get in there, they'll be like, wow, we're not so
Or-
different after all.
or you do it the punk rock way and you box truck it. You just pull up, open the fucking door at the gate, and just start playing until you get arrested.
Whatever we can do to play in the Holy Pyramid.
In the holy,
It's a holy place.
ah, thank you, Lord,
telling
for
you,
the
it's-
pyramid.
I love Father Best. I love so much that like the I was about to say Buckshot. No,
They do
the
sell
Bass-
buckshot there.
yeah, that's very true. They do. The Bass Pro.
That'd be a
Shop
funny
has, like,
skit for y'all. You put on like a fucking princess dress and go buy buckshot from the Bass Pro.
Listen, I think he's.
What do you
onto
need this
something
for,
here.
little lady? It's just too literal. Like a forklift lifting forks.
You know, a lot of people think that we're Backshot Princess upon
That's a solid insult. Just
The
gonna say, that's
initial-
great.
After 9 p.m.
Backshot Princess is like last resort if the band totally eats shit. But
We've been Backshot Princess. Good night. Yo, that's actually pretty clever. You have an off show and you're just like, oh no, those guys rule. Buckshot Princess. No, we're Backshot. We get this confused all the time.
or like that they cover Buckshot songs. They're the Backshot Princess.
You have your own cover band as a local. Could you imagine?
just us.
Could you fucking imagine?
Backshot Princess is like mine and Zach's like white guy R&B project.
Which I would completely do. I'd be down for that. That'd be a lot of fun.
Listen, we need a white guy with soul.
You know what? There's not local like pop acts. I've always wondered why that's a thing. It's the biggest thing on the planet. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no.
I get out there and dance my ass off like I'm a pop
but
star.
no one's doing fucking bye 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 at Vino's.
Now, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where are they?
Infinity Posse.
Yeah.
There was this group of kids from North Little Rock. They were at Vino's the night that we played a benefit show. I was entranced by the Infinity
And they're called
Posse.
Infinity
Yes,
Posse?
it's like white and black kids doing hip hop together.
Oh.
And
Like
17,
they're,
that's
yes,
dumb.
they're choreographed. They all go to North Little Rock together. That shit, they
don't
were
think-
good.
How did I miss that?
Oh, they were good. Like
When was this?
It was at a oh goodness ACO. ACO?
the ACL.
What's ACO?
It was the
No, it was ACO.
Yes.
Yeah. See, they did like a charity event at Vino's, and they booked a lot of different acts, and they were towards the end of the night, so the place was kind of clearing out. We were.
When though? When
Oh,
was
when
it?
was this? God, not even a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to be
Late
maybe.
March. Late
Maybe I
March.
was there. Maybe I missed it. I don't know.
They were cool.
They were crazy. There was this kid out there and his like
had to be there.
in his Hello Kitty backpack. and like I'm just like, this is so beautiful. But they were actually good. Like they had a mentor who rapped. What was his name?
Oh, that's fun.
Unit.
There's no way I was
A?
there. I would
Unit
remember
A.
this.
Unit A, and he was
also
really good. He played the
played Detroit
harmonica
Johnny
with
as well.
Detroit Johnny. That shit was funky as fuck. They
Oh,
were
I was
amazing.
there. Detroit Johnny was.
That
I was
amazing,
there.
and I hated following that up. I'm gonna beat the shit out of whoever made us do that. But those,
That was really good.
it was
that Detroit
really
Johnny
good.
was fucking
It was
pretty
really
rad.
good. But those kids, they were the last thing. They had the most supportive group of parents. There was like this little
They
toddler
do.
down
That's
there
right.
dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Every time somebody brings a baby into Vino's, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It's
That's one supportive ass parent.
us, doing the kind of style of music we do. It's sort of hard. We've been told it's hard to place us on a bill with other acts and stuff.
That's becoming a thing.
Yeah. And so but we've honestly sort of taken that in a compliment in terms of
It is a
we get
compliment.
to be placed with a little bit
absolutely.
of everyone. And so we've been really lucky. We've seen metal bands. We've seen a bunch of like jazz fusion, like Sonder Ponder, Jupiter's Flytrap. They have a wonderful. Her voice is fantastic.
I love the multi-genre show. That's
Yeah.
like being my older
Yeah.
age. I'm just like, I want that.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to the same thing like I used to when I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know, used to you could just put Norma Jean on repeat and I'd be like, that's 7 hours of Norma Jean. I'm good with it.
So like I've been like growing up, I was like always a metal guy. I'm like really into like prog metal, like hardcore and stuff like that. So for me to be playing in this group, it's like
that's where we all go.
Any of my guys who are like in metal bands, like don't get me wrong, I'm out there repping you, but also it's a breath of fresh air.
You know why every fucking country musician is covered in tattoos is because they were all in metal bands.
Well, and
all
you know,
of them.
with them, when we did the cover show, we did Johnny Cash, and it's like
which I mean, I'm so sad I missed that.
Well, we bring back a couple tracks
favorites. That's one of my all-time favorites.
You know, doing that, we had.
We have Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
we win. By the way, let's take it back to the thing.
Yep. Arkansas
Argument's over.
Yep, we
have Johnny Cash.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
But it's like, I mean, you look at someone like Johnny Cash, and he's like, you know,
Punk as fuck.
Yeah, or any of those.
It's not
like,
country. It's punk. Because that was one of the most punk motherfuckers of all time.
Well, I mean, that outlaw country shit, that's as metal as it gets.
Makes me cry every time.
Yeah,
dude.
country is punk. I mean,
it was started
it's
punk.
class conscious as fuck. Like, I mean, it's
the original shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Merle Haggard, Johnny Olive, which I mean, then you do get into the like, don't step on my flag type stuff with Merle in the later years, but
later years.
Yeah.
But it all started trying to change in around that time.
Florida Georgia Line is my mortal enemy.
Yeah,
because
that's not
they
country.
really brought like pop
I don't think
country
anybody
to the front. Pop country is just like shitty pop with an accent.
They call it hick hop now.
Oh man.
Can you believe?
Oh, I believe it.
Kill me.
It. It's awful.
It's awful.
And you know,
it's straight shit. But luckily, people are trying to. We have Chris Stapleton now, and all that. There's like some really
folk
good
kind of stuff is coming
They're
back.
bringing back the old shit.
And now you got Buckshot Princess, baby. No, but you're exactly right, man. Because it's like I grew up, and it's like I used to be that cliche, like, oh, I like everything but country.
But country.
But it's like
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you got to stop saying shit like that. Cause it's
do.
like you go back and again, like Johnny Cash. I'm just gonna keep on saying.
Just
that
listen
name.
to the words, man.
He's singing about ghosts. He's singing about murdering people. Like, dude, this is just as metal as like Cannibal Corpse. What do you want?
But I think like the like.
But then he has like a beautiful song like Sunday Morning Sidewalk, which I cannot listen to without weeping like a pure baby.
But like
I'm an infant, Johnny. Carry me in your loving arms.
It's Arkansas, baby.
Yeah.
It's into who we are.
That's what I'm saying.
It's into our back.
Passion.
I mean, it's everything.
The denial of like Southern identity is, I think, something that comes from like being kind of like a leftist in the South, because you identify the South.
I like all the
as,
parts,
like,
but then you have like the bad parts.
yeah,
and
you're
it's
like, oh, I
shit.
don't want people to think I identify with this politically.
Yeah,
and then you
which I
realize like
don't.
Arkansas has strong socialist leftist roots.
It always has.
Yeah, and like we can
people.
like we're but I think
It's
we're
like
taking
Mountain
it
Men,
back.
same kind of thing, like Mountain Men, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a cool fucking place to be. I think it gets a bad rap. You always hear about people like, oh, fucking and maybe some of it's for real. You know, man, I've seen bands come here and have like the worst time ever, but it's like the worst thing is they talk, and then you miss out on a lot. And that, you know, like now they have the hall, which is good. They bring in shit that you were not going to get here ever. Ever. It would have never fucking happened without them being here, for sure.
Yeah.
Even the Rev Room couldn't get some of the shit they're getting. So it's like, you know, it's good, and it's back, and it's full swing. And we're full tilt forward. Like,
it's beautiful, and like every now and then I'll see on Facebook, like more recently, oh goodness, Kurt might be able to help me out here, but there was a band that came through probably like a month or two ago. They had an issue where I think someone like hit their trailer or something like that, and a whole team of guys in the scene stepped up
Was
and
that
fixed
Billy?
their trailer that night.
Billy Barfield, showed up.
Yep.
Trader's Funeral, that's right.
That's Arkansas, baby.
That's crazy.
You got these rednecks in metal bands going out fixing that shit real time.
What, your tire fell off?
Incredible.
2 seconds, fella. We got
and it's so again, man, it's so easy to write that off as redneck shit, but that's people.
Anybody
That's
got a
the
belt,
people
a screwdriver, and fucking 27 nickels? I got you.
It came on and got like stuck in the braking system.
That's what it was. It was like something was in the caliper or something like wedged in. That's
awesome.
what it was.
I just think that's beautiful.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. Which I think probably most places have. Everywhere has great people. We just see the negative shit because the internet sucks.
Right.
Yeah, people are obsessed with trying to make the South look like shit, and it's like, man, we've been through hell and back. Come on.
Wait, they tend to. I think a lot of that's like you just and expect they lump Arkansas with other places. Like, well, have you been to Mississippi? Because ain't a fucking thing going on in Mississippi.
No, I'm very excited for where Arkansas is going.
I think it only goes up because, well, one, our population is exploding, and it has been for the last 4 years. Like, every other license plate you see is from another place that they just haven't got their new tags or whatever. Tons of fucking people. So the real question is, how do you reach those people? Because people like to do shit now. It's weird that it's kind of back. Cinema's a bit dead, but I think...
Oh, Lord, don't let our guitarist hear you say that.
Don't let Evan hear that.
They kind of did it to themselves with the streaming thing. Like, it's doing...
In that
What happened to music is what's happening to movies right now.
I think in that regard, they
sold their
absolutely
soul,
agrees.
and the devil showed up for his fucking
We
pennies.
just had this discussion yesterday in the car, me and him. You go ahead.
We've got like 4 or 5 bookcases in our living room that's just filled with DVDs.
Good.
Like
Keep 'em.
we appreciate
all
like the
going away.
physical media.
media is
Streaming is killing art. Period. Almost.
It's definitely taking a different direction. Not my favorite.
So it's the idea.
but I'm old, so whatever.
I mean, as musicians, we all understand. I mean, it's like, what have we been hearing over the past couple of years? Like, release singles, don't release a full album.
It's back to the 50s. Well, Johnny, let's bring it back to them. If you go to Memphis, you can go to where he made half his hits, right? There's a studio there. You pay $15, take a tour. Elvis was there. Everybody. Anybody you love from 1943 forward made a fucking record in that building. But you know what else they did? They cut it to lathe, which means it was in real time. They just sang it, did it right there in the room, and then they would take that record and they would walk across the street to the radio station. They would immediately, from the thing ain't even done being heated up.
Yeah.
Set it down on a record player, and here's a new single from Johnny Cash. Immediate. So it is the same thing. We've reverted some weird way, but there was a tangibility to what they were doing, and it equaled something.
Yep.
Now you get 0.0003% of a penny.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we got 1 million streams. What's that,
Well,
about
and that's
$6,000, $7,000?
Right.
Split that 5 ways over a year.
So
we didn't make minimum wage.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So here's an example. We have a song right now that did. We covered a song from a short film, and I'll let Payton talk on this because it means a big deal to her. But we covered this song from the short film, and right now I think the streams are sitting at like 120,000
for a short film.
Yeah, covering from a short film.
So it's possibly in Michigan, Cecilia Condit's short film, which like I've been a Condit head since like early college. Love all her short films. She had a boyfriend that murdered a woman and kept her in the trunk.
Fuck.
And so like her processing that trauma was like putting out these short films, and they all have these like crazy film scores, but none of it was copyrighted. And so, but because we respected her so much as an artist, I was like, hey, I want to cover this for real, because we did a cover of it at Sterling Market, and it went like viral on TikTok. It's got like 150,000 likes, like it's it's got millions of views. Like
that's badass.
Yeah, and I mean like that.
We cooked an omelet.
But I mean like that's largely responsible for like our internet success right now. I've got like almost 6,000 followers on TikTok.
But that is what it is. Fuck what's largely responsible. That's what everyone's searching for.
Yeah. But it was so amazing to send her this cover and her be enthusiastic about
That's
it.
badass.
Like
That's
she
cool.
she was like, I love it. Like I could have.
Did
just
you
wept.
do it and then send it to her? So
we asked for her permission first, and then she was like, "Let's do it," and I was like, fangirling a little bit.
Yeah.
But then like for her to respond positively, which I mean like with a million views, we get comments that are like, "What is this?" And then I'm like, "Bitch,
listen. They're gonna mostly be insane things."
If the director of the film was enthusiastic to me.
Negative comments, you just gotta troll them back.
Yeah, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
Somebody was like on ours, they were like, "Who's that lesbian drumming?" It's my favorite comment in the whole video. Hilarious. It's me.
But it was crazy with that track because it's like you said, we released that on March 15th, and it's for us these are big numbers because now it's hitting 6 digits.
March?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's got 120,000 plus streams, and that's huge for us. But,
so it translated from the TikTok over to your actual Spotify playlist.
We got it recorded locally through Wolf. Yeah, Tedford. Wolf.
Tedford Wolfman.
That's right. And we got that released, and it, talking about the Spotify thing, it's like I did some very, very bad math on my phone one day of like, okay, what have we like made from this? And it's like
$8.
Literally,
Yeah.
man. It's like it's so low, and it's like we're not at the point where we're in it for money per se or anything like that.
Well, you can't be in it for money or you'll lose.
Yeah.
That's the game you'll never win.
yeah,
Right?
But at the same time, it's like, well, again, if you're in a band, like how much you put into it. You know the effort and the work that you put in.
The king of lost money, dude.
I mean,
we fucking sacrifice so much. It's like,
And it's like now I feel ungrateful because I'm at the point where I'm like, you bitches better start streaming my originals
hey,
now.
stream the originals too.
Which like our
but
last
that's the thing.
our last single that we did has grown like at 3 times the speed
The hard
that our
part
EP
is-
did.
If you become known something for something that is, we did the thing with like say the omelet video, which popped, and then it's like, yeah, but we're just crazy. We were gonna do something regardless because we found out we were playing in the kitchen.
Yep.
Like we could have microwaved something. That's just what we did there. But
Right.
then at the release show, it's like, well, 100% Todd's gonna be hanging from the ceiling, which he did. So it's like, we're just crazy. So it's like we can give you crazy, but we can't give you cooking food every time we fucking play. So like people expect this thing over and over and
you
over
hit that
again.
niche, and then you get kind of put into that box.
Box,
It's like,
which
we'll take on the TikTok. That song now is a TikTok sound, and so many goth girls are using it. And
There
we
you
love
go.
that. We love that. But now,
And they're so beautiful.
yes, but now it's hilarious because like you got
everybody
these-
loves a good goth.
now you got all the people and like a lot of the comments are being like, yes, the goth band Buckshot Princess.
Oh, no.
And we're like,
So far
Sort
from that,
of,
yeah, I
but
guess,
not
but not
quite.
really, yeah.
Like we describe our sound as kind of like goth
Southern.
country. Like we're just like
What if y'all rose a new era of country? Goth country. We get y'all in next year. You're in full makeup, black metal style, and you're just like,
corpse paint.
we just say what we love.
It's just like, hey, everything we do, it comes naturally because I come from an evil fucking town. We don't even have 500 people. I describe Belleville, Arkansas, like that shit looks the way that screaming sounds.
I just had a thought of y'all just playing a show complete, like just
Yeah.
regalia with the black robes and the fucking shiny little spiked metal.
Let me tell you right now, we're gonna be out there in corpse paint, spikes, leather, the whole 9 yards. Except we're gonna be playing down at like the Buffalo River or something.
I would.
But I'll still have a bow in my hair.
I would pay you so much fucking money for that ticket. Like they're doing what? Oh yeah, we have to be there.
What?
Yeah.
Where? And dude, it just comes back to the beauty of Arkansas because I feel like if
It's
you were able
on
to
the
play
Buffalo River.
if you're playing a gig down at the Buffalo, who's not going to be having a good time? You're like in your little tube.
Well,
you're
everyone's
drinking.
drunk. You're fucking.
Yeah, come on now.
I mean, you're shit housed if you're on the Buffalo.
oh, damn right.
Is that a goddamn goth country band? What the fuck? Swim over.
I'm gonna stop my tube. No, that shit would make me paddle on over.
Paddle on over. There you go. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, it's a beautiful state and beautiful people.
Now, speaking of the river, my family is from Toadsuck, largely, and one time when I was a little kid, we were floating some river. I don't even fucking remember. I was like 3 or 4, and this group of guys is like, "Are those marshals? Only a marshal have a head that goddamn big." So, Arkansas, any marshals out there, we're representing with our like 23 inches all the way around head.
It's,
You would think
I got the biggest head.
We measured with like a measuring tape. My head is bigger than his. Isn't that?
Oh, mine is insane.
Isn't that sick? Like, look at like
I got a mongoloid head.
I'm 5'5". Bro was like 6'4", and my head is bigger. That's fucked up.
She got a little bit.
I'm not even from here, and I'm fucking got the big head syndrome.
I guess when you.
Like when I can't wear hats. If you see me in a hat, you will laugh unbelievably.
That's
I
me.
look
I
insane in a
cannot
hat.
wear. Don't you hate it?
It sucks because I love cranial accessories. Like I want to wear more shit. Like I want
it's like-
sunglasses.
No,
I want
dude.
hats. I look like
Brother.
a fucking buffoon.
Brother, I feel you. Because like I look over at a guy like Kurt, and I'm like, "You're wearing a hat," and he looks like a guy.
But he
that
looks
should wear a hat.
normal in it.
Fucking styling.
Yeah.
And I can't wear a hat. It makes me so mad.
And Kurt's hat's dirty. It's worn. He wears the same hat every day. And it's like, yeah, that's Kurt. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like that hat's telling a story, and I don't
That's
have
right.
a hat that can tell a story.
Nope.
Now you know what's
You just look at me and go, Fuck that guy.
No cranial accessories.
None.
I've gotten into
God went.
bucket hats.
No. Bucket hats.
Okay,
Those are back?
The
They
other,
are back.
Like a week ago, I was like, "Oh, summertime's coming," and then I like panicked and ordered 3 bucket hats online. One of them
What the fuck?
I should have worn it today. It says "Drinks well with others,"
That's actually.
and I was
pretty
like, "That's the kind of shit you
Kurt.
need on the Buffalo River."
That's real.
good. I gotta go use the restroom real quick.
Oh god.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. Now, what I will say is, I really wish that, like pit vipers weren't something that are just, I feel like oh!
Got you.
Oh, I was like, "Is that a fucking snake? Do we have those in Arkansas?" The fuck?
No.
It does sound like a snake.
sunglasses.
No.
I think it is a type of snake, but it's like, these are like the sunglasses that like all the frat guys wear.
Riff-raff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I want to wear it.
Do I look like this,
I
or
think
just
somebody
like a
left those
funhouse
here
effect?
is where they came from.
Yeah, I'm keeping them now. If you want your glasses back, come to the next
They
Buckshot
weren't
show.
ours to begin with, so I can't tell you not to.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'll leave them here. There'll be a piece that anyone whoever comes in here, will be like, oh man, Buckshot wore it. No.
Okay, he's goofing, but like Zach has been recognized in public, like more than me.
Hey.
It's the mustache. It's my
yeah,
big,
yeah.
goofy mustache.
The bolo tie.
He's a sensual
Yeah.
looking man. Like,
I've been recognized at these following establishments.
My house.
Yeah, my house by my wife. McDonald's. What's that other place? Old Navy. Oh, 10 Fitness. Yeah.
Fitness. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I go to 10 Fitness.
I signed in with my car and they said my name and I'm like, how do you know
like-
who I was?
Oh, so you do know Buckshot.
yeah, pays with my credit card. Are you Payton Marshall?
As a matter of fact, I am. I go by Big Princess these days.
Oh, are we doing the glasses thing?
Oh, yeah, they're great.
I want.
Okay, no, you look incredible.
You brought up pit vipers and who left those here?
Not Drake. Yeah, Drake.
Yeah,
Drake. There was Drake and
Josh.
Ethan. And that was the Dogtown Barber Lounge cruise. We got fucking shit housed on New Year's.
I bet.
We drank 2 bottles of champagne right behind you each. 2 of those
Wow.
each.
Gospel.
Wow.
We were fucking railed. One guy was asleep by the end of it. The other guy kept telling the same story over and over and over again. And I was just here like,
I had to call it. This episode's over.
I was like, Kurt, kill it. He goes, I already did.
I already did. No. Oh, God.
That was a day. I had to it's very rare where I get so drunk I have to stay here for a while to like sober up.
Well, I'll tell you what. The next time if we're ever back on, we're doing.
Oh, this has been great already. Yeah, you guys come back on. The hard part is like, you want to give everybody a fair chance to come on, but there's people I like talking to a lot that I want back on.
Oh, sure.
Or somebody will have something to promote. So it's like it's not that we're like picky.
No.
It's that we have like this.
You got a model. You got.
We have like a.
said no to anyone.
No, we haven't. There's like a short list, right?
Right.
But then it kind of just moves and morphs as time. So it might be like you asked me like 6 months ago, and now we're being like, "Hey, do you still want to come on?"
Yeah.
But it's because that's how it worked out.
Oh yeah.
You know, because
We have one this week that might be a big band
Right.
coming through, so we can't schedule stuff around it just in case that happens. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
right.
No,
So we
totally
can do
understand.
like we're gonna do something like really early in the morning or something like that, just because there's a real chance this could happen, and that's the goal of a
Right.
pod. We want everyone, but we also want to move up, and to move up, there's only one way to do that.
No.
And you have to shoot your shot, and you have to get bigger guests who have bigger reaches, who can then broaden your reach, and you can keep doing that over and over again.
Always
The,
ask.
the beautiful thing about this pod, always ask. It's crazy. The power of the ask is insane.
Oh gosh.
But the beautiful thing about this pod is it is just a pod. This is a campfire, modern day.
Right.
I can talk to anyone about anything. I'm interested in 98% of most shit.
Right.
And if you give a fuck, I'll probably give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
If you're passionate about the thing you're talking about,
Well, it makes it easy to talk to someone like that.
exactly, because you don't have to talk. You just got to ask, oh, well, what about that? You have an idea? Ask that. Like,
That's nice.
it's kind of awesome. So you can kind of talk to anyone. And my real goal would be to get on a level where we could have somebody of insane notoriety and then Buckshot Princess. Like, why not do 2 a week where you have like,
Princess and then someone else.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. You know what? I didn't mean to clown on y'all.
And you know what? Eventually, it is going to be of
And
insane
then Garth
notoriety.
Brooks. Garth Brooks, Buckshot Princess.
He's fucking crazy.
Oh, he's crazy.
You see his like it was like
He's been famous too long.
It was like a Facebook Live video where his wife like tried to surprise him with a birthday. The look in his eyes.
Murder.
I for real thought
yeah.
like we're about to see like
A
a
live
triple
murder.
homicide
Yeah.
of his own family.
No, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's been too famous too long. That's
Yeah.
how it works.
And he has what the hell? He has like his alter ego or whatever.
Chris Gaines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, don't get me wrong, that's where I'm headed with Big Princess. Y'all are gonna see me like on
You got
on
a soul
Facebook.
patch and a fucking.
No, Big Princess is gonna get out of control.
You have all that hair, but you're still wearing a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he does. I mean, it is wild, but I mean, you know, he got famous young, and he was the biggest entertainer on the planet for a long time, and still is. I mean, the dude literally can announce a stadium tour, not arena, stadium. 30 minutes, the whole thing's sold out. It's like
Yeah.
you're the biggest act on the planet.
and
It's him and Taylor Swift.
I do have like big empathy for people who got famous really young because I'm just
Sucks.
imagining like
well, your life will never be
an
normal.
eagle eye on me,
Yeah.
like trying to become an adult. Like, ugh. I already know that like by the time we hit like a certain
Well,
amount of followers, I've
when-
got to nuke the Facebook, nuke all
Well,
of that.
he got big in a different time too. So it's like you only saw what they wanted you to see. There was none of the other shit, which now is everything's under scrutiny. You're 24 hours of camera in your face. Like, fuck, that would suck.
Yeah.
You want to be just famous enough where you can go grocery shopping and maybe one person will recognize you. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah. You know, talking about being famous during like a different time. That's what I've always thought about, like people who have gotten famous in like the mid to late '90s that are
Yeah.
like still relevant now. Like,
Got to be
how-
so different.
How odd is that? You've had to.
Yeah, and
You
you're
know, just
traversing
swing.
a whole new career.
Yes.
Well, it's like my band, we came up in an era where all you had to do was be good.
Yeah, yeah.
And it got you somewhere.
No,
just don't suck, and you will go far.
You were
but now
right.
it's like, it doesn't fucking. Dude, I know some of the most talented motherfuckers. They deserve everything in the world, but because they don't play the game,
Yep.
they'll never. no one will ever know who they are, and it's like,
And it's weird
TikTok is
because
where it is now.
I know, and I refuse. I'm done.
there are so many aspects that we've found ourselves thinking about. Even as just like a band in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're like, there's all these different things that are constantly swimming in our mind just to play shows and try and
Absolutely.
push ourselves forward. And it's complex, so it's like
It's crazy.
You know,
And
Yeah, I feel lucky that I kind of have like access to like young people and what they're interested in a way that
That's
other
huge.
musicians don't.
Absolutely.
Like, I know what the kids are kind of like, which not that we're like
That's massive,
the band for
children.
junior
yeah, but still,
high.
but if they're looking at it,
but I can see what's coming up.
so are
You can see the
there.
trends.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
and so like all I know is like
that's real time data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many bands that like we've played with or talked with, and they're like, oh, like we're just struggling to do this, this, and this. And I'm like, it's not because you guys are bad or
It's
anything like
dumb
that.
luck.
You just gotta.
It's
It's, just
dumb
dumb luck.
luck.
The whole
We're-
thing is dumb luck.
Yeah,
It's all luck. It does not matter. It's all algorithms.
Yeah.
We're bowing down to our lords. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just.
Well, it's our song is
Yeah.
a great example that we would have never ever thought that would have been the thing.
Yeah.
Right, of
And even
course.
then, like,
You
we're
never
not
do.
saying-
And it's never the shit you meant on purpose.
Yeah.
It's
And
never. We were just talking about that today. We have 3 music videos we released for the album.
Uh-huh.
The one that Kurt made for us is a fucking masterpiece, beautifully shot. We took 2 days to film a music video because it's this whole long story and it's a long song. Does the absolute least. The one we filmed with a fucking phone in the back of an ice cream truck blows up. It does the most.
Man,
It's at like 7,000
and it's
views for
almost
just that video, and
heartbreaking.
it's stupid.
It almost breaks your heart, but you have
does
to
break your
just
heart.
move forward.
You do.
Because if you get hung up on that, it'll tear
But that
you
sucks
up.
too, because that means it's like, cool, make the thing with heart, but then the second you hit publish, quit giving a fuck. Because on to the next thing.
Let it go.
Let it go.
We have a friend who
stinks.
she's a gorgeous like videographer. Her name's Amelin, and she'll take like so
Amelin?
much time.
That's a name.
Yeah, but she'll take so much time like editing these photos and making these wonderful videos, and it'll be like 200 likes. And then just this like dumb shit
From
that
an
I put
iPhone that
no
just-
thought into
yeah.
is like 1 million likes, 2,000 followers. Great job, queen.
That's
What?
right.
Like, and it is. It's just luck. It's just
It
like
is-
did the
it's
right
just dumb
person
luck. Yep.
repost it at the right time of day?
Oh, ours was because of Jared Dines. 100%.
Yeah.
That egg video thing. some meme page shared it, and it kind of was
already
like,
getting a little bit of traction, and he
Yeah.
shared it, and it just fucking.
once he shared it,
Boom.
because Kurt was with us as it was happening, he was like, "You guys see this?" And we were like, "What?" Like, we're driving to
Dude.
Memphis,
We were. I mean, that's exactly where we were with that because it was.
but it was filmed on a phone with no real give a fuck. It was just a moment at a concert. The better video, in my opinion, and it's in the comment section, is there was a girl, Cassidy, that ate the omelet in a circle pit. That's
Yeah.
the better video. It's actually recorded better. It looks better. The fucking premise is better.
It's funny.
It doesn't.
And
make
it's just-
talking about Amo, and she put together this wonderful thing, this wonderful little video for a single that we released on April 1st, which was a year of us.
It's a
being
music
together.
video.
Kind of.
Like promo,
Promo video?
for a
Okay,
single
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And so we dropped that on our TikTok, and we were like, okay, and it was already picking up stream, and it was Steam rather,
Yeah.
and it was doing really, really well. And we were like, oh god, the aspect ratio is off, so it looked real goofy. And so we were like, okay, nuke that one. Let's re-upload. And Payton
Nope.
was exactly right on this. She was like, if we delete that,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Algorithm's over.
And she's exactly right.
Yeah.
We re-upload.
Leave the shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
100
Li-
likes.
Yeah.
100 likes, yeah.
Yep.
And that's why it's like, I don't know. It's like, if we got big enough to be the point where it's like, if we were ever able to like say something to like other bands or like inspire anyone who's an artist or even just artists speaking to an artist, it's like, don't give up just because it's like not working. Like, this is all just made.
Well, if you give up because TikTok didn't work, then you were in it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
right.
Like, you got to love
right.
it first.
But
And-
you know,
but you got to be willing to do it. Which,
you gotta
so-
be willing to have your heart broken.
so like,
Suffer.
well, yeah, well, and it's a
Suffer or
lot more. I
suffer.
feel
Yeah.
sorry for the younger y'all's generation because it is truly, it's insane to me. Like it doesn't compute, and we don't play the game, and we just had the most successful night of our entire fucking career, and we did it old school. We literally like boots on the street, posted up flyers. Like we'd had some internet shit, but even with all that, we promoted for almost 3 straight months. And someone would come up to me like the week before the show and be like, "Oh, I didn't even know y'all were having a show." And it's just like, how the fuck is that possible?
Yeah.
How the fuck do we know each other for 20 years? You don't know I have a fucking show coming up that is probably the most important show of my entire career. Minus all the bands and all the bullshit and all the
You
things
can't
like.
get mad at them because it's not even their fault.
Right, it's not
Yeah,
their fault. I'm
yeah.
not condemning them. It just makes me think I fucking hate the game because the game doesn't work.
No.
You have
No.
to be a damn savant, Mr. Beast level fucking you got some fucking
You have to have money already.
well, that's true too.
Yeah.
That definitely but even that's fake. When you
Yeah.
pay for Facebook, like, oh, if you pay us $100, we'll open it up to the rest of your followers. People track that. They're like, it came from a bot farm in India somewhere. It's like
Oh yeah.
well, so that's not real either. And if I
Yeah.
don't pay you, because I've noticed also with this pod, if we have a post that does well, the next 5 will be abysmal.
Yeah.
Because it goes, we want money
Yep.
now because we noticed you got some traction. Fucking fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
I'm
It's
gonna go pee.
Go.
it's
It
brutal.
happens. It's like a 3-hour conversation.
It's brutal. And What
Literally
we've
step through the
what we have found is so much is that like word of mouth is just everything, and so it's like,
Y'all are doing well because it's translating. Like that helps. The fact that they're going to Spotify is huge.
yeah. Well, and we've genuinely got like a team of people because like there's us in the band, but it's like we've got my wife who will do photos for us. We've got Emma who will do photos and videos for us.
Yep. You need it takes a team. We have a
Yeah.
Kurt.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, dude, you have to. I mean, you just have to have like that crew of people behind
do.
you that is putting in a lot of work, doing the not so sexy stuff. Because people who are like consuming
Yeah.
it, and I don't want to just say like they're just consuming, because it's like art's meant
Well,
to be.
we're all kind of just consuming it,
Right.
though.
But-
your dog doing something funny is looped in with the thing y'all made. I'm probably gonna rewatch the dog video more times.
Yeah.
Like sadly to
Right,
say,
no, you're
that is
right.
what it is.
and it's it's wild because you don't think when you're consuming that thing, you don't realize like maybe how much work or how much thought or how much just everything got put into that.
Oh, I do, but that's only because I'm doing it.
You've
too.
done it, yeah. But like
But the layman, like the average person, is
Yeah.
not going to think like, because one, technology has caught up to us point where an iPhone video is damn near as good as a fucking Sony video. Like there is a massive difference on a larger scale, but in the fucking phone, it's like, yeah, it's less cinematic, but
Yep.
it's still crystal clear.
Yeah.
The audio's perfect. I don't really care because that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I'm on the fucking toilet
Yep.
and I'm doing this and my legs are numb. And I should have got up 30 minutes ago, you know?
That's so real.
And that's how we're consuming. Like, imagine some of your best views are because someone was pooping on their job.
No, I mean,
You know?
you're right. And
That's weird to think about, actually.
it is, but I mean, and also Kurt's right though. You can't get upset for someone not.
You
consuming
can't.
it
No, you
or
cannot.
the way they consume, because it's just
Yeah.
like, well, that's how it.
Well,
it's
used
done.
to maybe sort of because there was only one way to know, and it's like, well, you
Right.
just don't care, maybe.
Sure.
But now it's like, well, there's 15,000 channels, and if the algorithm says no, then it's just fucking no, and you don't have any say. No amount of money you can spend is going to solve it. It just is what it is. And it's like you can't make a video viral.
No,
Doesn't happen.
No. Yeah, I mean, and that's why so much of like, you know, I was talking to someone at a show last night, and they were mentioning how like their band was mostly like an online presence, and I was just like scratching my head. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you do that?
Yeah.
because that's gotta just be, and it's a
Time
thing.
consuming. Oh, it's great for them.
Yeah.
It works. Like, hey,
Oh,
more power to
sure.
them. I'm not knocking the hustle because that's y'all's hustle. That is the hustle. But I
It's
don't want to
not something I
participate.
do.
There's merits to both.
There
'Cause
is.
for me,
Absolutely.
I think I thrive so much off of like the experience of like going to a show. I'm meeting people. I love meeting new people.
Oh, I'm a
talking to
socialite,
people.
man. I love being social.
I love that. I always say, like, especially when we play a show, and after I always get what I call post-show blues.
Yep.
Because like I'll play my show, I have such a good time, I give out so much of myself talking to people, and then like I'm on my way home, I'm like, should I? Just
I have to
kill
go to
myself?
fucking work tomorrow. Like, I have to go cook French fries tomorrow. This is such bull. Tonight I was a rock star. Tomorrow I'm a fucking fry cook.
Yeah, I was
Dude.
like, should I just end my life?
There's a bridge coming up. 2 seconds. This will all be over.
No.
No, it's tricky, man, and it's just, you know, and you can speculate this and have this conversation that, like, I could tell you about how I think the way we did it was better, but it's not truly. It was best for us. So whatever works for you, then do that. Whatever you're willing to do that. The honestly great part about it is there is a million avenues now,
Yeah.
you know, but it kind of doesn't have like the cream rises to the top thing. Because there's a lot of bullshit that gets famous for no fucking reason.
Well, and then you get you get overwhelmed with like choices. As a consumer, you get
Oh,
overwhelmed
yeah,
with
I'm
choices.
not.
As someone trying to produce, like you see
I haven't found
all these different ways.
I haven't found it. Like, that's why I'm like, I'd rather listen to y'all, my homies, like my local bands. Because everything I can find on Spotify, one, I'm probably not going to be that attached to it. But also, like, who cares? It doesn't. Who cares?
What's really
They're not. They're never going to come
annoying-
here, you know. So like, I can just be hanging out with y'all,
Yeah.
like I am right now, or like we have maybe at a venue somewhere. That's way more to me. I'll live with that a lot longer than I'll live with this fucking band on Spotify I'm never going to see. Is pretty dope.
And you know, it's like you get all these likes, but it's like how many of y'all are just liking it and then you're never going back
That's
to
currency.
it again?
Well, you
Like,
know why I
that's
like
it.
stuff? Because I know it makes you feel better.
It's just like a dopamine hit. Scroll.
Aren't we all doing that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm friends with people in bands that I'm not necessarily a fan of that style, and as you should be. Their style of
Yeah.
music shouldn't fucking sway you from being their friend.
Lions War sucks.
But exactly. Oh, dude, I have plenty of friends who don't like My Hands to War. They've told it to my face, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. It's not for everyone. That's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Or they'll come up to me and be like, I like this band better. I'm like, cool. Sometimes I do too.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Like, that's just being a person.
Just part of
But
it.
also the currency is the fucking like. So it's like, you know, you'll just fucking do it because I like you. Like, because I know that's good, and I know it helps the algorithm, and I know it'll boost whatever it is you're doing.
Right.
Even if I don't like it, I don't give a fuck if I don't like it. I like you.
Yeah.
So there's the like, you know?
Yeah, and you know, it's again like when it comes to being an artist, again, whether you're doing music or you know any other form of art, it's I've always kind of felt that same way. It's like I want to be that like reason that, or I want to help give
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
that push that like makes you continue. Because it's like I know as a musician for myself over the 12 years I've played, you know, bass and guitar, it's like there's been so many times where I've just been like, I think I'm gonna sell off my gear.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
just done with
That's
it.
the effort. That never stops, by the way.
I know.
I'm fucking 40. In 2 weeks, I'll turn 40. I literally have that thought fucking once a year. I'm like,
It's-
I should just stop. No
Just
one
stop and
cares.
sell it all.
Yeah.
But then it's like you have that one moment, you play that one show, and
And
you get
it's
that
just
one
like,
thing.
oh my God,
and it
everything
reminds
is
you,
awesome.
It reminds you, 'cause
Yeah.
you're so in the moment, you're just like, no, like, I love this.
Our band
This is
fucking
everything
rules,
for me.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I'm being stupid.
It's such a beautiful thing. And yeah. Right.
Yeah, there's days where it's like, maybe I do suck shit, and I should just stop. I should stop what I'm doing because I'm actually horrible at it. And then it's like you're having a good day. You just had a good show, and
Feeling yourself.
it's like I'm Big Princess again all of a sudden.
Right. Well, it's also weird too. Like this, take this podcast for instance. Everything goes like this. You have highs, and then you have a low. Then you come back up, and you're higher than you were before. Then you go down, and it's like every time you're in that slump zone, you're just like, we should just fucking, what are we doing here, man?
Right.
But I did this when 5 people were listening, and I was thrilled as fuck
Yeah.
all the time. So why would I give a shit?
Well, and you
If
said
it
it
goes-
earlier.
Because even our least amount of views a video will get is more than the most videos we would get when we started.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Well,
When
you
you're
know-
still stoked about it, yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it too. Is because when we started Buckshot, or when we decided, so I've Payton, Evan, and Ivy, the other members,
Yeah.
they've all lived in a house that have been super close friends for a very long time. They
3/4 of Buckshot lives together.
all
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, we all play music, and there's always been this like sort of jab towards like, hey Zach, when are you gonna go play music with us? And so like one night, it was actually whenever Periphery and Under Oath played the hall last year.
Shout out.
And this is gonna upset some people. I don't care about Under Oath.
It's
So
okay.
I left after the Periphery show. After Periphery got off, and I went. And
I've done that to
Edit
bands
that
I
out.
don't
No.
And so I,
As a massive Under Oath fan, fuck you, sir.
so after that, it's like we met them at Pizza D's, and we just were like, hey, are we gonna do a band? I'm like, yeah.
We're getting old.
Let's do a band.
Hurry up.
And
We're not getting any younger. We're 23.
No, nothing. Literally.
Yeah.
Didn't put a whole lot of thought or like reason as to why or how, but it's like we did it.
That's
and
good.
It's like, but you're
Yeah.
exactly right, because if you just go in with the intention of like, I think I'm just gonna play music,
Art for art's sake.
art for art's sake,
Art
yeah.
for our sake. That's a great way to say it. Yeah, like if you think about it too long, well, then you're just never going to do it.
Well, I mean,
And you're the guy with the bass in the corner collecting dust.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean you're exactly right, because I mean that's how it was for me, and like I found like the moments for me where like it was feeling the most consistently like, oh, I just want to sell my gear, is when I wasn't feeling like I was producing
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
Now it's
output,
like we're gonna-
output is what it is.
Yeah, now we're doing the thing, and it's like now it's a other issue of like being a musician or being an artist rather. It's like the worst drug you'll ever have, because you have
You're
highs
chasing.
that
Well, it's
can't
heroin,
be-
dude.
yeah.
It's literally heroin.
Your
just fucking.
highs, you're untouchable. Your lows, you've never felt so
Right.
bad.
But that's why writer's block makes every artist person depressed as fuck. Like,
Yep.
they just get, hey man, how you doing? I'm fine. What's wrong? Oh, just whatever. You're just like, oh, and then they tell you, oh, well, I haven't written a song in like 2 months. You're just like, oh, you got to bust the nut, bro. You got to get it out of your body.
But
You've
the
got
be-
poison in you.
But the best shit you've ever written will come after that.
But what's weird
though.
is you have to just start because you don't want
Yep.
to, because
Yep.
you don't have the idea. But once you put your hand to the fretboard or the drumstick to the head, it's just like, there it is.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm happy again.
It's hard to dedicate that time to it when you work like a
is.
full-time job, and then you come home and it's like, oh, I do something when I love doing nothing.
I have 2 jobs and I understand completely.
Yeah.
But that's why I force myself. Like
That-
2 times a week, I have band practice, and 2 times a week, I have to play my guitar.
Yep.
Like I have to.
I feel like we call it the Buckshot Factory when it's like we have to get together and do this certain amount of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like, it's not fun. That's just getting the job done. I like when I call it playtime. Like when we just get together and we
absolutely.
play in our enclosure. Like that's when we have the most productive, creative practices is when we're not at the factory. The factory is depressing.
Well, the factory is business.
Yeah.
That's just getting shit done. We're working on this set for the show. We've changed things up. Let's think of a cool interlude. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
It's all like matter of factly, we need to make flyers. We got to do this. And then sometimes you have nothing going on and you're like, hey, let's jam. Fuck the songs. Let's just play together.
Well, and that's the thing. And again, any band that is like striving and is putting in work, it's like you know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's the thing of like, you want to be able to just sit down with your crew and just like be like, let's just fucking jam and have a good damn time. Because like we've done that and we'll have the best time of our lives.
Oh, dude,
We'll
especially
Yeah.
my favorite. My favorite is when you do that and you're having the best time, and then everyone's like, "Let's go get food," and you're like, "Fuck yes,
yeah, It's
yeah,
so
we're going
nice.
to get food," and the night just keeps moving, and you're just like, "This is the best day ever."
But it's like as an artist, it's a tough thing because like not only it's like you have to prioritize that because that right there is legitimately
keeps you going.
That's what you're really doing it for, and that's what's gonna make you
Good shows
sell.
and great jam sessions,
Yep.
man. Yep.
But
Hang
you
time.
you also gotta do the not so sexy stuff. Like you gotta.
That's what we call it, practice. Yeah, you got to do it.
That's the you gotta visit the factory every now. But you know what? You know what else too? The factory will make you appreciate those moments more, too.
Absolutely. Well, because it's the time you spent. But it's like this show we did. That was 2 years in the making, literally.
Yeah.
Just getting it and grinding it and making the album, getting everything set up, and like I had the idea for a show one day while I was tiling a shower, and I was just like, "That's the show." And then you morph on that. And I tell the guys, and I'm like, "This is the idea." They're like, "That's pretty crazy. How are we gonna do that?" And they're like, "We'll figure it out, man. We just got to do it." And we did. And it wasn't. The only thing we didn't have was something that is completely insane and totally admissible anyway. Like if it wasn't there, like if it was there, you would have been more blown away. But the fact that it wasn't is just fine because people would not expect it.
No.
But literally, it was perfect. And we worked. I can't even tell you how fucking hard we worked on it.
Yeah. I'll say that's something with Buckshot too that I've really loved about our crew is and again I call us a crew because it's not just the band, it's
Oh no, that's a
everyone
great way to
who's
say it. When I
surrounds
say
us.
band, I mean all
Oh,
other
yeah,
people
for
too.
sure,
Like
for sure.
it's included. Yeah.
and it's like our whole crew, it's like if we're talking, we're like we're gonna do thing, there's very rarely is there you're not capable of doing thing. It's what are the logistics to make
How
that
do we make it happen?
Where do we begin?
Or
And that's so,
even if the
so
idea
cool.
is bigger than yourself, how do you shrink that down to how you can pull that off?
Yep.
Which that's where we landed with our release show. How do we shrink that idea down?
And we get asked a lot who writes the songs, who does this, who does this. It's equal parts. Like all our names are listed under the song credits. Every single one of us writes our own parts of the song, and that's more unique than I thought that it would be. So many of our friends, like in the scene, they have like one guy that does a lot of the writing, and then like
that's pretty normal.
if you're
Yeah.
lucky, you get to throw in like your own spice. But the Buckshot Factory, I mean, it's all 4 moving parts. I mean,
I've been in bands where I've had that, and I've been in bands like My Ends to War. Like it's Justin. If you hear My Ends to War, that's Justin Cole.
Yeah.
That's his brain. That
And
whole thing is his baby.
Some people do that, and I'm like, we talked about
and
this.
we're there to kind of facilitate it. Like we all agree, like with me and Justin, we're so fucking the same brain as far as music. Like, it's like everything he writes, 90% of that is what I would have written. So I go, cool, I don't like this chunk, I'm gonna take that out, or hey, this song, this part's too long. Like I'll produce it in a way,
Yep.
and then it just like that's the song. It's Justin Cole's song that I produced and that we all chipped in like other little bitty, like John will add like John adds like the flavor, the little
Right.
nuancy bits, but most of it came from his head, and it's like you wouldn't want it any other way. But I will say, when we come back, if we come back, it's all kind of up in the air right now, but we are definitely taking a break, which is
Right.
publicly stated. It's just gonna be that again. 5 dudes in a room. It's not a song Justin has. It's like, let's just start playing fucking music.
Yeah.
Because that's who we want to be again. This whole thing was clouded into death and all this stuff, and it just fucking
Right.
took forever to get it out of our body.
Right.
But it was a massive just... It's all gone now.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's all gone. It's what I needed. It was the most cathartic fucking thing ever when that show ended. It was just like, that's amazing. And now I don't have to think about it like I did. And now I can focus on writing songs and having fun with my friends and doing band shit again.
Dude, no. It's funny. When we first started again, so our first show was that September of last year. And then very quickly, because we knew...
Which is wild, because it's like not even a year yet for y'all. That's so crazy.
We knew we needed to do like the business stuff. We needed to be moving. So
Oh, yeah.
we had reached out to Kurt about playing at the cover show, and we barely had 20 minutes of material that was solo. So now we're going to have to learn 45 minutes
Of cover songs.
of covers. And we said, oh, fuck, what have we done? And that month and a half for us, That was brutal.
Brutal.
That was a stress
Oh,
test.
it took
But
us 6 months when
were
we did
bitches.
it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were horrible to each other. But we also all said we are going to do it and we have to do it. And we also had big ideas. Like
It's a G flat major.
we decided like we were going to end with
Bring the fire.
yes, thank you, Christ.
With our
We were going
boys.
to end with Ring of Fire, and we're like, we will have
Fell
horns
into a
on that.
burning ring of-
And that's like a subtle thing.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, no,
People
we're gonna
went
have
apeshit.
horns, and it's
It's the one thing that America lost in music
yeah
is the
No.
horn section.
And
Blame
it's-
Johnny. We had a horn section for our
Yeah.
first 2 years of being a band, and I wish we still had it.
and that's why I love some of those.
I wish I knew how to play the trumpet.
Yeah, it's like
Me and Zach were both some trumpeteers when we were in
hey,
school.
trumpet gang.
I'll never get over that.
Yeah,
It feels weird as fuck. I've gotten about 7 notes on a fucking cornet once.
And I still love ska. I know. They won't fucking take
Get
it
out.
from me.
I was about to say, and so it's funny because we'll tell people like, oh, like if we're on the full length that we are working on, it's like there will be horns, there will be strings.
There
Oh,
must
absolutely.
be.
And it's like, no,
It's the shit.
and we're not gonna do MIDI. We're doing the real shit. No, not against anyone who's like,
Well, you do
using-
what you use what you have.
Yeah.
Like it's a tool.
We have
But it's
the
like-
resources.
but if
there.
you have
the
resources, yes,
So
absolutely.
it's like we are gonna do that, and it's just this idea of like we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it hard.
Hell yeah.
to
I love
see,
that.
Either this thing's gonna fall apart and explode in our face,
That's fine.
or it's gonna it's gonna work and it's gonna be awesome.
Either
So
way, we fucking-
we'll see what happens.
Either way, you'll never forget it. It'll
Yeah.
it'll be the time of your life. Like you're living in the best parts. It's the best.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how that cast show. We loved it. We had such a good time. But yeah, leading up to it was such a like, oh my god, what the fuck are
Oh, we did
doing?
6 months,
But-
and we were literally down to the month. Like there's a song, "The New Black," and it sounds the easiest song you could ever learn, and it isn't.
those are the ones.
It's
though, isn't
tricky
it?
as fuck, and it took us forever. Even Justin, who is a bona fide bad motherfucker at music, like this
Right.
dude can literally hear a tune and go, "There it is," and just do it. He's a savant. He's got some chromosomal issues going on. Like it's
whole band.
it's in
Our
his
whole band.
DNA. Like this man is fucking gifted, and even he
Yeah.
was like, "This song fucking sucked. How the hell did they write this shit?" And it took forever. And then showtime, and we
Well,
fucking did
and
it. It was
you know,
fun as hell.
it's always
the
the-
cover show was wild, bro. It's a wild experience.
It's a fun one though.
Yeah.
It's always your slowest songs, or the the easiest. Those are the ones that will trip you up the most.
Yeah, we picked Johnny Cash because we had a month. We had a month to get this whole Johnny Cash
See, that's
set down.
that's fucking brave.
and we were like, we're gonna pick him not only just because like we love Johnny Cash,
because it's just.
but we were like, this will be simple.
Yeah.
And then
Nope.
we were like, we got to put the Buckshot stank on it, and then it became not so simple anymore. And we did "When the Man Comes Around," which still sneaks into our set list
Man
sometimes.
comes around.
I grew up in Baptist church, and
I think we all did.
you don't have to have a degree, any type of schooling, any certification to be a reverend. And so
Right.
when we play that song, I am Reverend Marshall.
Right.
When we do "When the Man Comes Around." And Zach fucking hated that shit when we were. And
Yeah, of
then-
course you do.
Yeah, but it's just like 7 minutes of me preaching at you.
And again, it's one of those things where it's like when we were writing a lot of that set list, and I remember saying it all the time, being like, I hate this right now. I hate this right now. I hate this right now.
Why did
and
we
then
do
also
this?
being
Why
like,
did can we
And then would be
cancel?
Like, fuck you, Zach.
yeah, and
Is
then
it too
also
late to drop off?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And then literally I would be like, on the right moments, like I'd be like, listen, guys, like I love you. You know I'm gonna turn around, but right now I'm not feeling this. But I know in a couple months I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, yeah.
Never saw
Yeah,
me
yeah,
more
yeah.
emo.
Yeah. But then it's like
You're just
looking
in the
back on
corner,
that.
like,
Yeah.
I don't
But
want to
yeah,
play the songs
and,
anymore.
but that's something that I think helps us as a band so much is that we're all very self-aware of ourselves.
That's
And
good.
so it's
That
like,
helps.
Even knowing like
Honesty goes
I
a big
knew
way.
it was gonna be a thing where it's like, once we do this, I'm gonna come back around. I'm gonna love it so much. And
Oh
I
yeah.
We're also not afraid to be like, fuck you. When
We-
someone-
we learned all those songs, and up till a while ago, probably last year, we stopped playing. We finally stopped playing the E-Tid cover. Mm-hmm. The Zash Bash was the last time we did it. That's what it was.
Wow.
And me and Justin like
That was
switched.
Shinfo, technically.
That was Shinfo
They're
technically.
like my favorite band of all
But I had to play it on a left-handed drum kit, which was a motherfucker.
Oh no.
Justin is left-handed, and so in Shinfo he gets to set up how he wants. But he's so good, he can do it in my hand sword and play everything on a right-handed kit. But I'm not as good as him. So when I go to do it, I'm like, because everything's open-handed now, and I'm like,
No, my brain would not be brain.
it sounds like yeah.
That would not be me. No.
It went over well, but I played like pure shit.
I mean, we've and that's something else that's funny too, man. It's like when you're playing a show, if the vibes are just right enough, it almost doesn't matter if you just like shit the bed playing.
As long as you're fucking killing it in a physicality kind of way, yeah. I'll give you that one for sure.
Literally.
But I get real mad at myself. I miss a single note, and I'm like, you stupid piece of shit, idiot.
Literally last night. Okay, so we were fucking around in the garage before we played this show, and we did a surf rock version, just like completely unserious, of our like most popular original song, Dogs Watch TV. And
I love that.
And they were like, y'all want to do that tonight? And I was like, y'all are fucking psychotic, but yeah, I do want to do that tonight. And literally, like, I fucked up the whole end. I said, like, into the microphone, I was like, fuck it. And I just started dancing, and everyone was like,
But you know, like people still laughed with it because I think it's just one of those things too. I think sometimes if you can get like the setting just right, and this was a house show, so it was a little bit more intimate,
A little bit more fun, a little bit more intimate,
laid back, right?
chill.
Mistakes are way more excusable at a house show. Yeah,
like we played, and I think everyone was like, "Well, that was goofy." Y'all had a good time. They had a good time. There was also a song last night we played where it's like, I start with the bass, and then Evan comes on guitar, and I think he was like down a string, so he was in the completely wrong
key, yeah.
And we were like, hold on. We're gonna restart that because we can do better than that, and you deserve better than that.
Yeah, like at a venue, we would have just like corrected and not said anything, just been serious.
You just look at each
but
other.
At the house show, we were like, damn, y'all hear that fucking fart from an ass? Like,
Oops, Kenneth's a dumb bitch. Played the wrong note.
But you know, I think that's something else as you know, that goes into that consuming thing. It's like we think like as a consumer, like, oh, it has to be this.
There is a
It's
lot
like,
of that.
dude, we're
It's kind of baked
humans,
in.
like-
I definitely am very hard on myself.
I like it so much more when a band. Whoops, we're fucking goofy. Let's try that one again.
I don't know why. I just always have been.
Well, you know, especially in metal, that's it's beat into you.
It just sucks because we play these songs all the time. I shouldn't be fucking this up.
Yeah, but
You know,
I'm
and we've been
telling you,
together
man,
a long time, and we've been playing these songs. Some of these songs
Right.
we've been playing a long time.
But you're also
Like
a
y'all
human,
were
you know?
like fucking 6 when we wrote some of these songs.
Yeah.
It's like that's not good.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
it happens.
It
that's
does,
the-
but I'm getting better at it. But I'm still pretty bad at it.
That's the thing is I think all of us also, it's like we'll have our moments where we get,
Yeah.
but like ultimately it's like we're also all just humans. It's like, yeah, shit happens.
I don't
We're
have
just
a
having
lot
good
of.
time.
I get mad at myself. I've had a couple of actual meltdowns though, where the show was going so bad, I just fucking.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm just shutting down. I'm shutting down, and I'm just mad as all can be. I had one so bad in Memphis one time that the guy who, like the one person who paid to get in, like actually was like, "Can I give this T-shirt back?" And like, I want to leave. I was out of my mind with.
That would have been my last day on earth.
Yeah, with anger. I was just like, I don't want to be here. I'd rather fucking leave and go home. I was just like, literally, I was like, hurry up, play the song. I want to play it at
That's
400.
so rude.
I want to play 400 beats a minute. No, I was being a fucking prima donna as fuck. It was a bad day for me.
Yeah.
But you know, that's
Kurt was there. At the high tone.
That was a good show.
That's how it is.
Other than showing up and they were like, yeah, we didn't know you were playing. Run the door yourself.
Run the door yourself. Oh, by the way, there's a PA. It's one speaker.
We
And then I proceeded to miss like half the notes. And I literally was like out loud to Justin. I was like, just play the song.
But also that after
Just play the
having
song.
one of the, like best shows you guys have had in a while.
Yeah, because like the night before, I think we played with Norma Jean or something. Or was that?
fuck yeah.
It wasn't that show.
It wasn't. No, that was 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that week is blurry because then the next week was the pandemic.
We played this set at Maxine's. I'm not kidding. That was the worst set we've ever played in our lives. Worse than the first show we ever played. I got off the stage just demoralized as fuck. And then this like really drunk woman comes up and she's like, you should go on SNL. and I'm just like, so,
Because it's that easy.
and I was just like, I'll get right on
I mean,
that. Like,
you do have a viral video that could actually kind of get you some places.
but
these
I was
days.
like, okay, maybe I won't like detonate the fucking vest. Like,
right, yeah.
like,
Well,
she
I was
thinks
thinking
should
about
go
taking a
on
blowtorch
SNL.
and killing all of us, but since you said it,
No, but I mean, and you know, it's like,
maybe I'll email Lauren Michaels instead.
no, it's hilarious because that show, it's like, I mean, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for us. It was
Our fucking
nightmarish.
in-ears broke.
Yeah, our in-ears got busted, and like right as the set was beginning, and so
Yes.
the first song, we just had no monitors, and we were literally like, oh, "This is gonna fall apart."
We played a song
just gotta go.
so slow that I was like, that was like the slowed and reverbed original. I don't know what the fuck we were on. We
You don't
played
have like the click in your ear? You don't
no,
have, like, the click track
but
in your
like
ears?
it's a little luxury to be able to hear each other.
Yeah.
Right.
But like
Yeah, just
we
have individual mixes.
we played a song that's normally like like literally like.
Done.
That
and I-
happens.
and
It
I was-
happens.
And I just felt so like I just turned around and I was looking at them and I was like,
Just killing them with your eyes.
And it was so funny because it's like the show the week before at Full Moon we had played
"Was gorgeous."
one of our best
Yeah.
shows yet.
Yeah.
Packed out house, people had a blast.
That's crazy.
We
Like
had
you
so
can do
much
that on
fun.
tour where like the night before is the best night of your life and the very next day is just like, why do we do this? This is the worst thing
I
in the
get
world.
scared when we practice too good before a show. I'm like, we're about to
Right?
suck shit because this
Good.
practice was awesome.
This practice was actually. I thought I jinxed this because we played our set 3 times before our show. Like that was the 3rd time that week we had played it, and that practice beforehand, I was like, if we do that good, we'll be a-okay. And I was like, oh no.
Said it.
Why did I do that? Like in my head, I was like, why did I say the thing out loud? You're not supposed to say that part out loud. And then we fucking killed it, dude.
Yeah, that's how it sort of was last night. It's like, well, I mean, I don't
Where'd
know.
y'all play last night?
We played at Sour House. Yeah,
Sour House?
it's a little
Where's
house,
It's,
You know Little Rock better than
it's on Marshall Street here in Little Rock.
It's in Little Rock. Oh, I've never heard of it. Have you heard of that?
It was a lot of fun. It was a tiny space, but they were fucking.
I'm gonna
into
play
it.
the old guy card. I don't know what all you hip young kids are doing.
Nah,
Sour House. I know about the grandma's place, Grandma Lolly's,
We
whatever.
Yeah.
literally have a show every week where we talk about the upcoming shows, and you don't watch it.
I watched some. I've watched 4.
You didn't watch this week's.
No, I didn't watch this. I didn't even know it launched. I literally didn't even know it came out. I'm not lying.
Every Thursday.
But to be fair, this week has been the craziest week of my life. I'm allowed. It's been the craziest week of my entire life. Period. From start to finish. From Saturday to yesterday. And even right now, it's pretty fucking awesome. It's been a whirlwind. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. In a good way.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
No.
Had some pretty crazy weeks that were like really bad.
No. I mean, like in the best way
Oh, okay,
imaginably
so a
possible.
good week. A good
well, in that case,
Yes.
congratulations.
Yeah. No. It's
Congratulations, or I'm sorry.
it's insane. No.
TLDR.
Whatever, old dude.
week. Yeah, whichever one applies here.
No, it's been amazing. It's. I just can't process it all.
And now you get to end it talking to the Buckshot Princess.
The
Right. Y'all should add the
LLC. We got our
The-
LLC.
the Buckshot Princess. That way you know no one can steal it because you're like, oh, you thought we were just Buckshot Princess? Well, turns out we're the Buckshot Princess. Legally.
TM.
Yeah.
trademarked.
Trademark, copyright, whatever the other one is.
Yeah, insert legal.
Mumbo
Words here.
jumbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been, man, I can't fathom it.
What have you been doing this week?
So
What haven't you been doing?
I did shop. I did a little shopping. So I'll just give you the Cliff Notes version. So Saturday we had our show, and our band is historically crazy. We have pure chaos. 25 minutes. I don't think we've ever played a set where we didn't have a problem. All the setup, all the time. It took 7 years to get to that record, like truly. And then we played for 2 fucking hours. We had 50 people on stage at one point. We didn't break a string. We didn't drop a pick. We didn't have an out of place vocal. We didn't have I didn't drop any of my drumsticks. I didn't break a drum head. Nothing bad happened.
And they even hired someone to make sure in case anything went bad.
Literally,
That
we
was
hired
retribution for that bitch giving you that shirt back. That was God smiling.
Literally,
on you.
we paid a second sound guy to be on stage in real time in case something bad happened because we know ourselves. And I was like, there's no way we're gonna play for this long and not fuck something up. Right. And it was perfect. If that CD release show, if that album release show was in front of 20,000 people, it wouldn't have been as good as it was. It was. Sometimes you feel the universe is trying to speak to you. That night was exactly what it was supposed to be, how it was supposed to be. Everything was perfect. Nothing failed. Like the people showed up and showed out. It was insane. So completely sold out, like, and oversold is an understatement. The amount of allegedly. Can't say the real number. I'll tell you off air. Monday, we watched a fucking eclipse. Well, like, so Sunday was great too. Don't get me wrong. Like, Espionage Act had their album release show, so 2 nights in a row I got to watch a band release their. Well, I was in one of the bands, but I got to watch them release their album. Great, fun time, great show. Monday we get a solar fucking eclipse. Then my wife's grandmother, who she doesn't get to see a lot because they live in other states, she's just in town for the eclipse, and she's like, "Oh, let's grab lunch." Okay. So we go and grab lunch, and then one of our friends come, and she's like, "Oh, let's go to the movies." And we're like, "Fuck, why not? Let's go to the movie." Like, what a day.
Yeah.
What an amazing day. We saw, like, a life-changing, like, space event, and then we had, like, all this cool shit with family and friends. Then Tuesday. This is where I get emotional because I made a joke. I was on Facebook Marketplace, as one does, and I'm a massive, like, you know, I love looking at music equipment.
Oh, sure.
Of course. So I see this drum set, and I'm like, that is fucking amazing. And I make a joke. I tap on there. I said, hey, if only 1,250 of my closest and most bestest friends gave me $1, I could have this drum set for my 40th birthday in 2 weeks. And it happened. It actually happened.
What?
Yes. I was making a joke.
That is beautiful.
No.
You just got some good karma.
No, you don't understand. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was crying so hard
I'd cry.
that my wife had to come and, like, console me.
Okay, but that's beautiful. Yeah.
A 6'2", 400-pound bawling baby man.
Sometimes you need that.
She's like, "It's okay, baby. They love you. It's fine. You deserve this. You do so much for everybody. You know, oh, it's okay." And I'm just like pouring out of my face. So it was a Ludwig. Like my dream is like a John Bonham. Like, my favorite drummer is John Bonham. Mm-hmm. I emulate him in almost every way. I love the big shit. He's the guy that made all that real. Right. We lost the bid on that one. Mm-hmm. But I already had so much had been given to me. I was like, I was going to give it back. And then I talked to a bunch of people that are like, "This for your birthday. Just get you a drum set. Find one." Couple days went by. And then, like, in another universe thing, like that's universe thing, then this, it's like the morning of my dad's birthday. My dad's been gone for 3 years. I wake up early. You just feel weird on those days. Yeah. And I get on Reverb, right? And, you know, Reverb's just like eBay. Yep. It's the same shit, but for music. And I'm scrolling. 2 hours. I'm like, I typed in, I decided I think I want a Gretsch drum set. I never owned one. Mm-hmm. Dope ass brand.
We're Gretsch heads.
See, so I type in Gretsch and I just go. And for 2 hours, I'm like, snare drum, because they make everything, which is, you know, when you don't type in just Gretsch drums, I just typed in Gretsch and went. So it's like hi-hat stand. You're like, And finally, I come across this vintage 1960s Ludwig kit, or Gretsch kit, and it's a pearl white, like with the squares pearl. Like, and I'm like, I think we found it, y'all. And,
that's the one.
And I go in and I'm checking it out, and I'm very picky because I know me. And it only had a 3-ply kick drum, which I don't think you know how I drum. I'm a gorilla, and I would have kicked right through that fucking thing, which sucks because it was very cool. But I was like, this deserves to be with somebody who's going to take care of it.
Yeah, not going to destroy it.
Yeah, this is for me when I'm 60, not now. And, you know, you scroll down on that post, there's always like that, you might also like shit. Mm-hmm. And there it was. And, oh, he's using my phone. It's a fucking Gretsch Renown kit. It was only studio used. It was bought for recording studio. 24-inch kick, 13.9 rack, 16 floor, all my sizes. It's perfect. It's in mint condition. It is $2,100 drum set, $1,400.
Damn.
Wow.
Yes. And I was just like, oh my God. And then fucking taxes and fees. And I was like, fuck, I'm $100 short, but I had it, but it was grocery money. I looked at my wife, I go, I will make this work. I know it's all the money we have.
Eat ice soup.
I will make this work. And she's like, okay. And I drove to the bank, put the money in the thing. Literally, I had the app open the whole drive. And in the fucking bank drive-thru, she put it, I drove into a parking space and went, bye.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I waited because like this is never gonna happen. None of this is real. It doesn't make sense. Like the universe I've never had a moment like this in my whole life, and it just confirmed. And I was just like, oh my God. And then like a few hours go by and he sends me a message. Like the guy I bought it from, he's like, dude, you're gonna love this drum kit. And I was like, yeah, let me tell you why I just bought this drum. And I told him the whole story. And then Thursday was fucking crazy. Friday shows, like it's all been crazy. Mm-hmm. Like cool shit kept happening. I asked another friend, this is how crazy it is. So I sent messages to every single person that sent me money. I went to my Cash App and there's like 3 people I missed because they have
Just
nicknames.
weeping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I cried so much.
Heart
It's
reacting
insane.
every
Yeah,
dollar.
literally.
Yeah.
Oh, talking in the Facebook chat. I'm gonna do a live stream of the unboxing when it comes in, so everybody can see it.
I was gonna ask if you
Yeah,
had the
yeah,
kit yet. And just be like,
No. It shipped on the 12th, so 2 days ago. So I'll probably have it end of this week, maybe beginning of next week, somewhere. You know, he's probably shipping it the lowest
just
amount.
sending
'cause
everyone a
it's
message like I would die or kill for you.
I love you. I'm never gonna stop loving you. I mean, kind of, yes, sort of. Some people were like, it was only $5. It's like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
It's more than just $5.
That built up. It's a beautiful moment.
And oh God, dude, it's just been. And then I'm talking to another friend I'm not gonna name, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm kind of picky. It's shipping with Remo heads. I'm an Evans guy, so I'm gonna have to wait because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna be able to tune it the way I want to, so I don't want to even fucking try. I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
And he goes, how much would it be? And I was like, I looked it all up, and I was like, this much. And he goes, send me that. Y'all, literally right in front of me. I was like,
support circle, man.
I was like, I'm gonna cry again. I cheered up though. I didn't cry because I'm a man. God damn it.
You're gonna have to record the greatest record you've ever recorded in your life with this one now.
Well, I already did that. That's the problem.
You're gonna have to re-record.
But we are making a Crows record. Like we were literally demoing that week. Oh yeah, that's right. We demoed the Crows record. That was the other shit that was happening. Thursday, I woke up after we demoed the record and bought that drum kit, and I messaged the group. I was like, "We're gonna have to hold on because this has to be the drum kit on the record now."
Oh
That's
man,
real.
that's so real.
And that's where we're gonna do the live unboxing thing too. It'll be at the practice space because it'll live there for sure. My hands toward. We're not gonna practice on that kit. No.
Yeah,
It's too. It's far too nice.
No.
There could be no chance of someone standing on that drum kit. I will break their fucking ankles. It has to live forever, that drum kit. Even when I think maybe it's gotten too far, it will become a house kit. You know, like in my home.
Yeah.
It's amazing, y'all. I don't even know how to say it out loud without getting all fucking puffy-eyed.
Yeah.
That's real.
So it's
I
just
mean,
like,
I don't know how you say it other than like that is really the universe speaking to you.
yeah, it really
That's
is.
beautiful.
And on my dad's birthday.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. It was the eclipse, man. It did it for you.
It was all of it. Because the
all of
weekend
it.
was amazing too. Pre-eclipse. It's just
Listen, I'm
it's
telling you.
and then last night wrestling in Vinos, which y'all gotta go to that.
Oh, we've got to.
It's the most July 13th is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most punk rock shit that's ever happened in that punk rock
Right.
venue. It's insane. And last night they had one.
From the time Green Day played there.
That's right. And it's just amazing. Like you literally can't fathom that you're watching that inside of Vino's. It's just so fucking insane. It has no business being there, but it's perfect.
Oh, it makes so much sense. But yeah, I mean, the description of we're gonna do wrestling inside of.
In a full size ring too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's an 18 by 18. That wall, the room is only 21 feet across.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like it's
It's
pushing
almost
the
from
limits.
edge to edge, literally.
Oh,
And you have
wow.
two sides of people that are standing on either side. Mm-hmm. And you'll have one little row of people standing down the wall. And people are just screaming. And it's the most fucked up shit you've ever heard in your life. And most of it's coming from me. I'm screaming all kinds of shit. I was actually worried today because last night I was talking like this. I was like, oh no, Kurt's going to be pissed. Like I ruined my voice again.
Oh yeah.
I was screaming the whole night, dude.
God. Yeah, no. The next one's July 13th, you said?
Yes.
We're going to have to be there.
You have to.
That sounds special.
It's fucking unreal. You have to go. People just have to go see this thing.
I've heard of a couple of different people who have been there and like what their experience was like there, and that sounds phenomenal. So,
It's phenomenal.
oof.
You won't walk away going, I wish we had done something different.
Right.
You will be like, that was fucking crazy. And either you're gonna go, I don't know if I could handle that again, or you're like, I am in love. I must see this every time it
Yeah, it
happens.
has to happen
Yeah,
more often.
which they
than
have
not.
about 5 to 6 a year there.
Right.
So there's plenty of opportunity to catch one.
I feel like that's like the perfect amount too. That's not too many, and
I
too
personally
low.
think it should be quarterly
yeah.
because you could build the hype up more. But
Yeah.
that's just coming from my promoter brain.
Well, no, and I can see that. I mean, every 3 months, that could be.
You know, like you should just have a quarterly one and just call it good. 4 times a year.
Oh, yeah, and then you make the theme based off the seasons.
You could do that.
Oh, man.
You have more. You just have more time. You just have more time. Which the more time you can focus on something, the better you can. Your odds. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wrestling.
I was gonna say before I slipped into the bathroom, I heard talk of wrestling. Y'all watch Redneck Brawl?
No.
All right, you can get
What's
that
that?
shit on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
where
poor.
well,
Where can I steal it?
you can get a friend like Joseph Ward who pays for it at our house for us.
There you go.
But Redneck Brawl is where non-professional fighters, just motherfuckers with beef, go on there.
Oh, I
And
think I've
you-
seen clips of this.
Oh, yeah, and
Is it in a backyard, like on a grass?
No, they've moved on up. They've graduated.
Okay.
Now they're in a ring for real. You can do the ring girl competition, or you can do like the real brawling competition. And I want to brawl.
That sounds so dangerous.
I already have a name picked out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You just got to pick someone you have beef with?
Zach. No.
Good luck, Zach.
No, my last name is Marshall. I want to be Marshall Law.
Ah,
Tell
not
me
bad.
that's not bad as
It's pretty
hell.
good. Solid.
But they get on there, like I saw one, it's like, I'm Mountain Mama, and I'm calling out so-and-so. If you're not afraid, then you're going to meet me. And da-da-da-da-da. Then they film it, and they do it in a real ring. But it's so unprofessional, so dangerous, and I have such
That's
a
awesome.
deep desire
What's it called?
to be a part
Redneck
of
what?
Redneck Brawl. You can follow them on Instagram. And I saw that they posted they're trying to come to Arkansas.
Oh,
And
shit.
so you might see Big Princess get a tooth knocked out when
Where
they
would
come,
they come to
Arkansas.
Arkansas at? Where would
I
they
don't
do
know.
that?
I sent it to Brandon Ringo. You know, he's all into like wrestling, and I was like, we have to get Redneck Brawl over here.
Yeah, we should.
I don't care what we have to do. Like, I'll do anything.
That sounds badass.
It's badass as fuck.
Play there.
We've got it. We've got to get it. We've got to find a way to get Redneck Brawl with Vino's.
I will say live music and wrestling,
Oh,
like
wombo
underground,
combo.
like beat each other up wrestling
Right.
goes so well
Yes.
together.
If
It's
we
a
do
match
the
made in
Redneck
heaven.
Brawl, can we put together just a ridiculous bill and
It
find a
has
good?
to be.
I mean, it has to be.
Has to be. Some of the best southerny type rock.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Shinfo got to play one of the matches, and I was like, "This is one of my favorite shows ever. this is insane." We just saw like a bunch of dudes beat each other up, stab each other. It's like the death matches. The death matches are fucking insane. I don't know if you've ever seen one in person. It is. Put it this way: the last one, a man shoved syringes through a man's cheeks, and just left him dangling there, and then busted a fucking thing over his head.
A guy like me would survive easily.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Syringes in the cheeks? That's
Like, that's
Tuesday.
like nothing to me.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
We did that earlier.
That's like
just
asking me
for
what
fun.
I did. Yeah. What'd you do in the bathroom? You know, syringe cheeks.
Yeah.
Regular shit.
I just heroin straight through the cheeks.
I missed and I drank it.
Yeah.
I just went all the way through.
Yeah, I watched a circus that came through Little Rock. Hell's a Poppin'. That was the name of it. And I watched. This was the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. But I'm like, this guy's metal as fuck. They sucked his stomach bile
Fuck
back
off.
out of
No,
him.
that's disgusting.
And they were like, we need volunteers to drink it. I did
Oh,
not.
no.
I did not volunteer.
No.
Don't
I've
raise an
seen
eyebrow.
that too.
But,
No.
But they like.
But they threw it up. They didn't suck it out of him.
But they straight up they drank it after they sucked it out of his body. I watched people drink it, and they were throwing up all over the stage. And And of
It's
course,
gonna
like,
make you a crazy person or something. Like you're
and
not.
like my sister, she's like hardcore as fuck. She was in a metal band when I was growing up. Thought she was awesome. So she was like, "Let's go front row," and they called it the Splash Zone. I didn't know why until everybody was throwing the fuck up right in front of me.
Fuck that.
So
This isn't Gallagher.
I would much rather redneck brawl than
Yeah, redneck brawl
get
sounds
yarfed
much-
on.
I mean, I've seen like sword swallowing and like the thing where they like do the grinder and then shoot the sparks. That's disgusting.
See, like,
Ugh.
when I was a little bit younger, I worked in like haunted houses and stuff. And that was a lot of fun because
Hell yeah.
no, but it was like fun because it's like you can get as crazy as you'd like in there, right? You can get insane, scare people, just be, batshit crazy. But it's like, it's all like very, very controlled environment. You're not putting syringes in your cheeks. You're not getting stomach bile.
Some of these
you
ones
might not have been, but a man like me was.
So, yeah. That's what we call a pussy.
Oh!
You are a bitch, son. Well, why would you not put syringes in your cheeks?
That's first grade.
Yeah.
We're going to have to step it up.
Nah,
Start
I
killing
don't.
people.
I don't know. There are some of them haunted houses now where they're like, you have to sign a waiver. Like they
So-
touch you, they're actually fucking with you.
So when I was...
See that, I would just be like, bah, no. Like,
yeah, so
there's no way I could survive it.
it's insane. When I was working in the haunt biz... no,
What you doing, bro? I'm in the haunt.
yeah. I met this one guy who had worked for one, and it's insane the way that they will just
No.
do any.
Yeah, they will.
Oh
but,
my god!
But some of them have like a prize if you make it through.
Yeah, well,
I'm good.
So like, there's that like big one come like McCain
big one.
Manor.
Yeah.
That's like the really big one that got viral like 10 years ago, and it's
Yeah.
just maintained. It's like I don't know that anyone's actually made it out.
No
of
one
that,
has,
dude.
I don't think.
Because like the thing is like you just go in there and
How
it's,
scary is that no one, not a single
Well,
person?
So like it's a fun, like scary is like you walk through a haunt and it's like ooh oh god that guy.
No, it's like legit
No,
scary.
they're just like beating your ass. In there.
Yeah, yeah.
They're torturing you.
I can't. Like to me, like one of those squeeze
It's a
tunnels
real
is
haunted
torture,
house.
where it's like
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you want to like poke me, whatever, but I'm like,
Oh, we got in trouble. We got in trouble at a haunted house one time for swearing. They were like, "There's kids in here," and we were like, "Fuck you."
You have a mutilated corpse back there.
Yeah,
Where
dude.
we
What are you
drawing
talking
the
about?
line?
Yeah, yeah. It was so strange. Then we were mad the whole time. We were like, "Let's get out of here."
Well, yeah.
But you're in line, so you have to go through the haunted house. And
I'm taking my haunt and going home.
literally, we were like, "No."
Well, my favorite bit, like working one, was always people would be like, "You don't scare me." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
My bad, bro. You know what? Go back, come again. Let me
Oh,
try.
if you signed that waiver,
Yeah.
I'd beat your ass for saying that, boy.
Next time I'm gonna tie your shoelaces together.
Yeah. Yeah, go sign that waiver. I'll kick your ass.
Scared.
Fuck you, little kid.
You just pull out a gun, just shoot him in the leg
I bet
or something.
I bet your name's Braden or something, huh?
My dad busted down like a whole wall of a haunted house trying to get out
Scared?
when I was a kid. Scared as fuck. My dad would always go in the front. His strategy was like, I gotta see them before they see me. And I was like, okay, word. And I was hanging onto my dad's shirt, and my
course.
dad is going, get the fuck off of me, like slapping the shit out of me. I'm in second grade, like, I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
And he's like,
He's leaving you behind. You're like, Daddy, no.
we busted the fucking wall. We can tell that the people in the haunted house are not prepared for us to come through that room yet. And they're like, ooh, we're supposed ooh. Like they were not ready. And then just me and my dad. Get the fuck.
That's amazing.
That was in Branson at one of those 24/7 haunted houses.
Shout out to Branson, man.
Easily one of the craziest ones that I had experienced was like, pissing yourself. Like that happens all the time. If like
Does
people-
it?
Yes,
Oh, in a
people are
haunted
pissing
house,
themselves-
for sure.
Oh yeah, people are pissing themselves left and right. But let me
Absolutely,
tell ya,
they are.
I felt a pride whenever the people I was working with, we made someone shit themselves. That was good and stinky. And it like dribbled through the pants.
Oh,
and
no.
So it was
I'm
like a liquidy
well, you're
boy.
in a haunt,
Yeah.
so it's like we're not gonna be like, okay, well, we have to clean this. It's like, no, this is just haunted now.
That's the
It's
business,
haunted
boys.
shit.
Can't be in a haunt if you ain't willing to smell some shit.
It's gonna be piss and shit, brothers.
I love
the haunt is
I
the
love that-
residual shit.
I love that haunt is the word.
Yeah,
Be a good band name.
the
The
it's
haunt.
tainted.
It was a tainted haunt. Let me tell you the story.
shit everywhere.
Foul. Party foul.
I've pooped my pants a few times. Not in a haunted house, but you know.
Pooped your pants while playing.
I did. I shit on stage once.
Oh.
Yep.
That's metal.
It's not great.
So
I was
it
drumming
like
too.
A shark thing?
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
No. The underwears was gone.
How aware were you?
Very. Very.
Like during? Like
Oh,
when you played?
during, yes.
Okay, can you just go ahead and break this
3
one down for
songs.
us?
We had about 3 songs left. And we were at Old Juanita's. So Old Juanita's, do y'all even know what that is? Okay, it was a Mexican restaurant.
Right.
And it was used to be on Main Street. Ate the food before we played.
Uh-oh.
Bit of a mistake.
Yeah, that'll
Belly
happen.
didn't like it. Was playing, blah, blah, blah. And I move around a lot. Always have, always
You
will.
Almost made it too.
And going. You know, thought it was something it wasn't. Poop. In the pants. Got to go two more songs. We get through it. I told Sean, I was like, I shit myself.
Did you like walk off
I
the
shit in
stage
my
with your
pants.
bat with like
I sprinted off stage. I was like,
like
you're
fucking
gonna,
Zoidberg?
I was like, you're gonna have to move my gear. Literally, the second we hit the last note, I run to the bathroom, which was across the whole fucking way in the restaurant part, and you know, had to do things I'm not proud of. You know, the underwears were gone. You got to throw them out. Just try to like mask the smell. You pour soap on them.
You know,
You pour soap all over them so they don't stink. Throw them in the trash.
there's a lot of personal stories we have that I'm not going to mention here.
Shitting on stage is pretty
It's not our
embarrassing.
place, but my Christ, we have some that...
I've had a couple of vocalists
very
barf
gross.
on stage a couple times.
So that one doesn't surprise me.
That's
I can
normal
see
with the
that.
screaming and
Yeah.
everything. You feel a little bad. Yeah, that one's pretty
Especially
normal.
if you've had like, you know, a few drinks. Sometimes you get real guttural and it's like, well,
I've seen plenty of people do the vomit thing.
and people will pay for that.
Some people, yeah,
Guar just does that and they get away with it.
yeah, but they rule.
Yeah. That's a
I got to work with them. They're fucking
Oh my
awesome. Yeah,
God.
they're the best.
When they came through Little Rock last, I was so excited because Necro Goblicon opened
Yep.
for them, and I saw them, and I was like, yes. That was when my son was just like a month or 2 after he was born.
You're like, look, son, you just make them watch.
I wish. My wife was like, you need to come home, and I was like, okay, I am, but God damn it, I have to miss Guar.
They just started. Please, babe, 20 minutes, please.
I've never shitted myself on stage, but one time when his wife and I went to Warped Tour, and
Oh, that's a dangerous place.
and all I had, we were in Dallas. And
Yep.
we went to this like specialty macaroni place, and I was like, I want to get the spiciest food.
Probably not the best
Possible.
idea for a 112-degree
I was like,
parking lot.
I was like 19. I was dumb as fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But like, all I had to eat was like the spiciest fuck macaroni, and then you're on like the black asphalt.
Yeah,
that I wanted
the
to see
Brian
every
Teal
time I
stages. Yeah,
die.
of course.
And I was like, I have to be front and center. I almost shitted myself, but
That place was unruly. Unruly.
that's like the closest I've come to
What year
shitting
was
myself
that?
in a music capacity.
What year was that? Do you know?
Had to be like 2017.
Okay, so not that long ago.
Yeah, but that's close I come to shitting myself in a musical scene.
I
Only
went-
time I've shit myself for real was like in 2nd grade before church, and
That's very funny.
and my friends were like in the car with me, and they're like, "What's that smell?" And I'm like, "I have no idea, bro."
I think we must have hit a skunk or something.
This wasn't me, but like I went to South by So What probably when I was in 9th grade.
Shout out to it. Damn, 9th grade.
Yeah, cool sister. My
That's
sister,
pretty
and
rad.
her boyfriend, now husband, they took me, and so I had bought like this shirt from a band I was really into. So I was like, okay, you know, little young me. I'm like, I'm gonna go into the like restroom. I'm gonna go change shirts or whatever. So I walked in there and like, oh my god, it was just like that moment of like, what the fuck is happening? So I go into this public bathroom at a festival, and I was just like shocked when I saw shit on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly just
Oh, yeah.
literally smeared on the wall, and I was like,
On the wall,
Huh?
floors.
and it just makes like,
Is that grown man shitting in the floor?
It is 1 p.m. How do we already have shit on
That's
the walls?
right.
It is abundantly clear that some of y'all were abused as children.
Yeah.
But, like,
Well, festival bathrooms is just another kind of chaos.
I saw this one diagram. It was like how people use the bathroom at show venues, and it was like feet on one wall, hands
Oh,
on the
yeah.
other, just like dick above the toilet,
Shitting
shit coming
over
on
the butt.
ceiling.
Yeah. That's very accurate. As a man who's worked at many venues, it's pretty fucking accurate.
I don't know how that happens either. Like, I guess
It has to
We
be
just had a
intentional.
fucking piss caper at Vino's.
Oh, no.
Yeah, some fucking dick. Oh, yeah, let me make a fucking public statement real quick. If you're at a fucking venue with fucking bathrooms and you decide that the back room is the perfect place to go piss, and you piss on other people's stuff, you suck a fucking bitch ass fuck. Like, listen, fuck you. I hope nothing good happens to you. It's so fucking rude, man. Like yesterday, the wrestlers come in and they're like, hey, like they come up to me and they're like, hey, do you have any disinfectant and like some rags and stuff? I'm like, why? Who spilled what? I was like, I have a mop. He's like, no. Someone pissed all over the ring cables, which are in the back room of Vino's. And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I was livid for like 3 hours. I was like, we have to find out who did it. Send messages. I'm very like, once I hit that point, I'm just like, message these people to fuck you. Like, dude, like, and it's like, and everyone's like, well, it's like, no.
Time to cyberbully everybody. Come
Dude,
on.
Fuck that shit, man.
Well, and the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I was so
if
mad.
someone messes something up and it's done on like accident, it's like, okay, be
That's
like,
not an accident, dude. Pissing in
that-
the corner
no, that's
because
a different
maybe
story.
you couldn't get out or something, but it's Vino's. You can
Well,
get
that's
out.
what I'm saying.
Like,
So like doing that on like someone's gear, like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, man. Like,
that's shit. You're a
What-
shit
what-
human. Yeah,
yeah.
fuck you.
You're a fucking freak if you're pissing on people's stuff.
Pissing
Like,
on this stuff. Like, just if you had to pee and you want to be a dick about it, there's an opening under that stage and
No,
those stairs.
you're-
Piss through the opening under the stairs.
You're like a creep. I don't know. If
It's-
you're pissing on people's stuff, like that's like
It's like, oh, maybe they're like getting off on it or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Who knows? But
Yeah.
no, like either you're incredibly stupid or you're like
fucking freak.
Yeah, and
maybe they're
either
just
way,
shitty. Yeah, they're just a shit person.
Either way, it's just like, man, I don't want anything to do with
Sorry
you.
to bring the mood down, but that
No,
really, that really stuck in my fucking mind all day yesterday. Like last night, I was just like, can't believe somebody fucking pissed in here.
And you know they're at Vino's. They probably got a few beers, and you know they're not well hydrated.
What had to? Well, the problem is
you know it's fucking stark
the problem
yellow.
is it's the back room, so it has to be someone who was performing.
Yeah.
has
Ugh.
to be, and that's an even bigger issue. That makes it much worse.
If that was you, come see Big Princess. I'm gonna put the whooping on you. I'm gonna put the hurt on him.
Yeah, like, dog, no one's back there strapped. First off, if you're at Vino's, you ain't that famous. I don't care who you are.
Real.
No.
And the people there are going to respect you, even if maybe you are that famous, right? Like on the offshoot, you are that famous. You'll be respected enough to be able to go to the bathroom. You do not have to piss on people's stuff.
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whoever did that, I mean, they certainly.
And it
did
was
that.
piss. Like, it was certifiable. It was piss. Like,
Certifiable.
you know, you think, oh, maybe, well, because you think, you're like, oh, surely no one pissed on it. And then you go, you look at it and you're like, oh, that's piss. Yeah.
It was pissed.
No two ways about it.
I tasted it. It was pissed.
I tasted it.
Kurt, come here. I got to use the restroom again.
I tasted it. It was in fact piss.
Yeah, just licking your finger like which way the wind blows. That's pee.
Speaking of
Yeah,
piss,
that's pee.
They need more water.
don't we all?
No. Especially beer piss. You're foul. You're foul as fuck.
That's awful.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, Mr. Lunsford. How are you?
Terrible.
Welcome to academic chat.
Hi, terrible. How? Wait.
Hi, terrible. How?
Okay, let it be known. Like I'm on my 4th Corona. This man hasn't drank shit, and he's speaking worse than me.
Drinking water.
He's very well hydrated, and
I'm
it's
very well hydrated.
he's zooted.
If anyone's gonna piss on your stuff, you want it to be this man.
He's the most well hydrated here, and he hasn't used the bathroom once.
Please piss on my stuff. Zach. That's gonna be like give us like a year. That's where the hoes are gonna be at Buckshot. Zach, please pee on our equipment.
It's gonna be a new chant
Listen.
mid set.
If I can get paid $2.53.
$2 a pee. That's pretty cheap.
Per minute.
I think you can
Second.
honestly.
Per second.
PP
That's
play?
like $6.
We're talking. I was gonna say like 30 plus minimum, where they're lowballing you for your pee.
That's fair.
That Belle Delphine bathwater, but it's Zach piss.
Yeah.
Well, so the thing will be so I'm
Why
gonna
you
have
put- why
like
you touching the
different
switcher?
ranges
Okay.
depending on what I've been
What do you think
drinking
you're
that day.
Okay. I had a man ask to buy my used deodorant stick one time.
Did you sell it some?
And how much money did you make?
I did not sell it to him because I'm annoyed that he would find out like where I live. But he was offering me $100 for just a used deodorant stick. So don't let anyone try to give you $2.98 for your pee, Zach.
I mean, you just go out to the garbage can and find used deodorant. It doesn't even have to be yours.
I wonder, like,
there's no proof.
what's the thing there?
What's the thing? People are pee freaks.
Well, it's like no, the deodorant.
It's
thing.
called a fetish, sir.
Yeah, because the deodorant stick would still smell like deodorant, right?
Well, that's what I'm or like at worst, maybe a hint of like body odor. But I'm just like, well, my thing is like, what are you doing with that regardless?
No, okay, I have a pair of shoes. You know what they're doing.
I guess I don't understand. How does their brain like?
It's called trauma.
It's called trauma.
Okay.
I
And they're
have
rubbing that on their wiener.
a pair of shoes
say it.
that are so foul. They've got a hole in them. I've been wearing them for like 3 years, and this is so fucked up. One of my like 8th grade students one day was like, "Now, Ms. Marshall, we gotta change them shoes. I know you spun the wheel for them junkers." And I was like, okay, back off, first of all. But then another one of my kids was like, "You could probably sell those online for a lot of money." And I'm like,
Kids shouldn't know that stuff.
ain't that the
Yeah.
truth? But I was like, children, get offline.
Well, you
But
should
then
know
also
that, but
Payton made a
also which
listing that
website?
evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that. It's always sunny, but that's horrible. Where is this happening? Where?
All right, Corey.
The changing of hands.
Yes.
That was a first. I don't think we've ever done it like that.
That was beautiful.
Crashcast, a place of first. How long have we been going, Kurt?
You were just sitting at the computer.
I didn't know where to look. I wasn't looking. I was just switching.
That's not your job.
Yeah.
2 hours and 2 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Well, probably like 1:57.
Oh yeah, we did have a lot of pre-banter.
We did a
Yeah.
Pre-ban.
good solid amount.
Yeah. What's coming up? What's new?
Oh yeah.
Future look like?
Let's quit fucking just rambling.
Stop the shitting in your hands talk.
Yeah, if anyone listening to this for like the future of Buckshot is so
If there's anyone still
I think
listening,
we started the conversation with like shit, like poo-poo talk, and we somehow circled back.
That's pretty normal.
The world's poopiest band.
yeah, what is next? More
So,
recordings, more shows. I mean,
right
y'all are
now-
brand new to the whole game, so it's like,
Yeah, right now I think we're pretty open-minded to everything. Our big goals for at least 2024 are,
sure.
and honestly, it's ever changing because I mean, everything has changed so quickly for us.
Yeah.
But right now, where we're at right at this moment, I think our goal is to continue to play more shows locally, hit some different cities. We want to go out of state.
Touring ass, yeah, like runs, like little weekend runs,
Yeah,
shit
just
like
small
that.
little runs right
Yeah.
there. You know, I personally myself am very like obsessed with this idea of regional, getting
Yes.
a big
That's-
regional connection.
That's not
and
an
everything.
obsession. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got like 3,000 followers from Brazil. Little Rock has fallen off the top 50, and I'm like,
That's typically normal though with internet stuff.
but I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
are hurting my feelings a little bit.
Well,
like,
you can't like.
you don't know what you have right here at home.
Yeah,
Brazilians
you,
love us.
you can look at the menu, but come home for dinner.
that's because that's because of the algorithm though.
Right. No, you're.
That's not
absolutely
Little
right.
Rock's fault. They're just not
No, no,
pumping
no.
it to anyone here.
Well, and it's what we've been saying and what we were discussing last night at that house show we played. Is
But those numbers look great to a fucking record company who can get you to Brazil. So
Right.
if
Wish
that's the
they
game you
would.
want to play, yeah.
Boy, I wish they would.
right now our big goals are, like I said, we want to play in Little Rock more. We want to hit Hot Springs more. Fayetteville.
Conway, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, even kind of a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jonesboro.
We
Jonesboro's a great spot.
We
I'll
had
probably
like a
do well
really
there.
great line of shows lined up that was like Fort Smith, Hot Springs, Little Rock, like going all over.
Yeah.
And then I was like the first 25-year-old in the world to get RSV, like a fucking baby, and we had to
Whoa.
cancel on those, and
That was
that
back in November.
that felt like shit because we were like just
You
starting
know.
to hit them hard. And,
Yeah.
But I mean, like all day long, there's like 12-year-olds
But-
this close to me. So
But
I
you
get
all are
all
so
their
fresh.
junk.
Yeah, of course. But y'all are so fresh as a band. I mean, that's not even a setback at this point. Now, if y'all were like 5 years in, it was this run and there was all this money on the line. Sure, there's like we just want to get in front of faces right now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's our big goals right now is that.
That's smart.
And then full length is a big one. We got our EP out. We've gotten some singles out, and now our big thing is we want to get that full length rolling.
Yeah, I feel
we
you.
want to get that one out, and just meet more people, make more connections. Our big thing over the past couple months is we've met a lot of people. We've made a lot of good friends, and just want to continue that because honestly, that's been massive for everything here locally for us. So
Yeah, absolutely. That will be. I mean, that's the cornerstone to any of it. The shows, as time goes on, will you seldom you'll remember the great ones.
Yeah.
But really, you'll remember the people you met, the moments
Right.
you had. It's all about the moments. It's not-
already that's happening. It's like we're
Yeah.
making friends now where it's like I can't believe like we weren't friends before this because it's just so natural.
that's
Those
pretty
connections are so
common. That's like
natural.
me and
I
Kurt.
still give him shit for not inviting me
Yeah.
to his wedding.
That I didn't know him at the time, by the way. I didn't even know who he was. Never heard his name.
We had so much fun with Zilla last night. Like
Yeah.
I missed the song I was supposed to sing with them that I had been like doing my homework on because I had to meet like one of my friends in the street because she was like showing up late, and I was like, okay. And they said, we'll need you in 2 songs. I swear to Christ, Zilla. I went outside. It was 1 song, and then y'all started doing it. But I came back in there, and they were like, you can do this one with us. And I was like, sure. But,
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people hear our music, and they don't think that Big Princess can get down, like, hardcore like that. And I'm like, y'all don't know, like, I was, and Every Time I Die, Norma Jean, Straight from the Past, the Chariot type kid growing up.
Wild.
Like, that was,
And you're pretty young. That's pretty crazy that's your
yeah.
like go-tos. Like that's you just
Yeah.
nailed my entire fucking childhood. I mean,
Yes, and like that's how that's what I like grew up being like, but then not in my vocal range, of course.
well, it's a little different.
But then like it was like 30 motherfuckers got their phones out when I went up there to like do that with them. So
it's
it was
cool.
like
It's
y'all.
a cool feeling, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love doing that type of shit, but of course like as a goof and a
But
gaff.
that's what I'm saying. Like you don't remember. Like I remember. Like I always say. Like I remember Baltimore, and people are like, oh, you mean when that guy did that thing? It's like you don't remember. Oh, you remember those 12 tracks we played in Baltimore, and then we just fucking absolutely, like there was like little thing that Phil did. It's like no one remembers any of that. It's the weird standout shit.
If you were playing with Norma Jean, I probably was there when I was like 16 years old. I had like
No, this wouldn't have been that long. When was that, Kurt? 2020.
2020.
okay.
It was
I
2020.
I
Like
saw-
literally the week before the pandemic.
I saw Norma Jean in Little Rock a few times whenever I was like.
Oh, I've seen them
Growing
every
up.
time they've been
Oh,
here.
yeah. They're
Every
fucking
time.
awesome.
All those bands I've seen every time they've
But
been
I like,
here.
I like showing Little Rock like, okay, we may be like some country bumpkins, but like we still get down like that.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
that. I think that's all changing.
Yeah.
I think that's all
Well,
changing.
And again, it's like kind of like how we started this whole thing is like, those two worlds aren't too far apart. That
Country punk.
yeah, those are very very close. I mean,
Yep.
metal as countercultures that's inherently baked into be
Right.
folk. And
Well, remember the
have that
country
as
guys
well.
used to get, you're the devil. I mean, Elvis is country by all means, but like back
And
in
I
the
am
day,
the
they
devil.
vilified that man for being racy and different. And
Yes.
you're the devil's music. It's like, what the fuck? Elvis?
Yeah.
Little do you motherfuckers know, like, Jimi Hendrix is right around the corner. He's going to blow all your minds with this thing called distortion.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. It's hilarious that like the bands that we look at now is like the satanic and the evil bands. Like again, I think of.
That fucking ball is constantly evolving. The same people that
Yeah.
thought Elvis was the devil are like, I love Elvis now. Like
Yeah.
they're 100 years
I
old.
can't wait to be the new devil.
Yeah.
I
We had a kid one time. My band named Johnny is like a, what would you call that? Southern punk rock metal. Yeah, YeeHaw metal. And we had a kid leave in tears, and so we were the devil's music.
that's incredible.
I was like, factually not. I actually sing a lot about like life and stuff and heartache and all this stuff, and it's like,
As the devil does.
yeah. Because the devil really gives a fuck. Yeah. You're doing deeds like the devil does.
Like, I got problems. And he was like, "There's the devil."
I don't have any problems. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was insane.
If
crazy.
If we ever get that, I'm only ever gonna take it as a compliment because that means you've pushed someone so much.
I felt sorry, actually. It was actually kind of somber. I was like, oh.
Well, it's like sad to see someone going through spiritual psychosis.
Yeah, because he was a kid. He was very young, too, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, he's just a victim of something.
He doesn't get it. Like it's fine. You're just fine. I'm probably what you would call I'm spiritual for sure.
Yeah.
Not religious
Right.
by any means,
Right.
but I'm religious to some things,
Yeah. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to shake
like
that
tacos
stuff.
and pizza.
That's real.
Full on taco pizza.
Don't
religion.
you let them tell you to say prayer before your pizza.
I will say whatever I want. That's cool. You guys gotta make another viral video. Have you talked to any more important people? Because I mean, when you have the moment, that's kind of when you want to hit them, and you'll have enough shit to show them. Be like, look, here you go. We're already doing it.
Lana, open my messages.
Yeah.
I don't think honestly that we've
Management companies, record labels.
We've made this.
We don't know what we're doing.
That's fair.
We've sort of made this joke. I was talking to Evan the other day, our guitarist, about this, and it's like right now so much of like, if you will, like our doctrine or tactic has very much like been defensive. Like it's just like people are coming to us and offering things, and we're like, yeah. We haven't really gone on the offensive. Like we're not
Yeah.
like reaching out to people a whole lot. And that's cool because
We've been lucky.
we've been very lucky, and we're, I mean, I can't thank
If it's
everyone
working,
enough
keep going,
how much
yeah.
of people are reaching out to us. But yeah, there is this big thing for us. Like, we want to start looking at like where can we, elevate this and start taking things to
Absolutely.
a different level.
That's
But,
kind of the goal.
yeah, right now.
And you
we're
can
just
use,
kind of trying to
and
find
y'all
out.
have all the proper criteria too. You got the Spotify and the TikTok, and that's all they give a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit fuck about none of it. You can be the worst band in the fucking world. They're like, you got 10 million views?
Yep.
Sign
Yeah.
right here.
It's
Yeah,
over.
boom.
That's it.
Yep, we just.
It's sad, bro.
Yeah,
Don't look at
it
me
is.
like that,
It
Kurt.
is sad, but it's
sad.
also just.
But
like,
it works. I mean, whatever,
No, but I mean, it is sad because I mean, like.
But it's working.
We've got friends where it's like we know several people where it's like they've been putting in, and I'm not afraid to say it either. They've put in more work than we have in terms of
Sure.
the labor. And
There's
all
always
that.
somebody doing more than you,
and
for
it's
sure.
Like,
Always.
And it's like we're watching ourselves kind of like
escalate quickly. That's
and
good.
it feels like it's cool because like, oh, nice. I like that people are enjoying us, but also it's like I look at the people around us. I'm just like, well, that's not fair. Because
Well, the best thing you can do in situations like that is remember that shit and then bring your friends up with you.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
the Adam Sandler.
Everyone also has different ways of determining their own success.
Right.
Yeah, that's
success
also
is a
true.
mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Like like our album release show, like I was talking about. If it was in front of 20,000, like say we had this Astorius career or whatever it was, it's not as good as it was
Right.
that night. It was meant to be in front of X amount of people. Period. Because it was exactly perfect.
Well, and we've been in the mindset for a lot of our shows that we've, from whether it's a negative
Well, it's
or a
like
positive.
I wanted to be a rock star my
Yeah.
whole life, right? I wanted to play music for my life.
Right.
Now I'm 40. I've been playing music my whole life.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want musically. I can go play in any band I want, like to play with my bands. Like I can pick one and just go play a show. I don't even have to really ask other than, oh, cool, can Crows hop on that or can My Ass War hop on that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, isn't that what I wanted?
Yeah,
It
no.
might not be making me $1 million, but isn't that exactly what I wanted to get out of it?
Yeah. I mean, and that's, I think a lot of the ways that's how we're feeling. And that's why it's like, not to say we don't have a plan going forward, but we don't.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
we're almost just like, okay, what is exactly the next step?
Sure.
forward? Just because like we are hitting a lot of the things that like we were like, wow, that came a little bit easier than expected. Like,
Sometimes the next step is just to sustain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, plateaus are
Absolutely.
fine too, man. Like just to
That's-
stay the course.
That's
Yeah.
been like our biggest fear is that like when the hype dies down over like the song that
Yeah,
like,
which will happen.
yeah, like we know like obviously the monthly listeners are going to drop, and so like that anticipation is so like heartbreaking
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to keep our momentum. I feel like that's our biggest goal was like we like I'm not gonna lie, like we're on their ass. Like these people that have been established for longer than us, like I've watched us like hit these milestones much more quickly than we were expecting. And like I said, like by dumb luck. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, how is that sustainable whenever it was just so like, how did this happen?
I think it's just how
know?
you put it out.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes it isn't, and sometimes it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's just the
Yeah.
you know.
Those people that are going to your Spotify, are you seeing them gravitate towards all of your music or just the like track?
We've
that they
seen
go?
more
Yeah.
lately.
They said that earlier. It's starting to pick up across the board, but that one song was kind of the.
Yeah.
Very good sign.
That's the hardest part. Like,
Yeah, they just go there and they just listen to that cover, and then
right?
obviously.
Are you seeing
Yeah.
translation to other like Instagram? Like, is your Instagram growing because
So
of
it's
it?
interesting, right? Because it's like that song, the rate that it's hitting. I mean, again, it released less than a month ago, and it's probably at 125,000 plus right now.
That's just on Spotify, but not to mention the millions
Yeah.
on TikTok, which
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's
I mean,
it's at millions of
Yeah.
listens.
There's
There's at 133,000.
Yeah, so
That's
so it's like that
That's
ratio.
crazy.
Yesterday it was at 121, and the day before that. So basically,
So you're getting 10,000 plays a day, 11,000 plays a
Yeah,
day.
So-
48.4 thousand.
That's a
and
lot.
Half
It-
of the plays on that.
We have
what I'm saying,
100.
like-
We have
And it's-
100.
It's a weird thing because it's like the thing that
Really?
like
That's
the
weird.
thing that we know is that is in a super inflated
It's
number.
an anomaly.
Because
Oh, sure. Those numbers always fall
you-
back down.
Like if
Absolutely.
like on those song, like on that too, you're seeing that song hit almost 130, while the song underneath it barely has 4,500. Which, by the way, not.
but that's
about.
fucking great.
Considering
Like,
that
that's still awesome.
We haven't even been a band for a year, and
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
a single to get that many listens is amazing. Like I'm not knocking like the success that
we
we've
are
had
not
anyways, but like it is. I'm just kind of like, oh, won't you motherfuckers click the song down?
Yeah, but
It makes you like. So it's a weird thing to say. Like, is it translating? Yes.
it's a
but
slow translation.
It's that ratio. It's like.
But I will say, when it does fall, the translations you did make typically will be really good.
Oh yeah.
They stay. Because they actually are fans of yours.
Yeah, and and it's been cool, and it's given us already some attention, and
Absolutely.
we've had some like out of state bands or things
Oh,
reach us
yeah.
and be like, hey, we found you because of so and so, and hey, this is really
We just
cool.
got a request to come to like Eastern Alabama.
No, literally.
yeah.
We got Florida.
Mobile, Alabama.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I would love to. If that ever happens, that would be great.
Yeah.
If. I don't know.
Follow that up with paperback gas and.
Yeah. It's like, we're going to need $500 because shit is expensive now.
And then there's two other opportunities that are a little bit more close to home that have been offered. I don't think we can talk really a whole lot about.
Yeah.
either of them
Don't give away
currently.
all the details.
But there's two that we're like, hey, that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's really
Oh,
exciting.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if anyone's a Buckshot fan, make sure to follow the Instagram and stay.
We're opening
stay
for
on
Luke
that.
Combs.
There you go. Yeah.
That would be the shit.
We're going on tour with Metallica.
There you go. Yeah, I knew that's what you guys were doing.
Yeah. Sorry, the cat's out of the bag, y'all. But so I mean,
Honestly, solid show. I'd watch that.
it would be great. Better than the last time they came. They had a comedian open up. That was weird.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen.
very odd.
They're the only band that's played on all the continents, and apparently they're going to be the first band to play in space.
Real.
There's not a lot they can do, man. They've done it all.
They have.
But I mean, we have been steadily like our Instagram. It was so I felt like so defeated because our TikTok was growing like hundreds, thousands a day, and then our Instagram would be like 3 here, 3 there.
But those are way more because that TikTok shit it's just gas in an engine.
Yeah.
They'll burn through
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and you got to refill it. Those 7 people,
the
that's
ones
forever.
that translate
Yes.
over, I'm like, okay, y'all are rocking with us.
for a long time.
And
They'll
you
be your
can-
so long as you can consistently put out shit.
But I mean,
they
I
will
would,
be your fan.
I would say we've been growing like 5 to 10 Instagram followers a day, which has been weird. 'cause
That's
we,
insane.
We were really like slow.
We do like
to the
2 a week.
start.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But that's normal, and so like this, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just lucky. That's
Yeah,
the
just
only way
stay
I
on
can
it.
keep saying it.
I mean, that's
is-
all you can do. Y'all are doing the right moves. Like you had your moment, which is great, but you
Yeah.
had it super early.
Yeah.
You just gotta fucking
Yeah.
follow that.
Yeah. No, so I mean, yeah, in terms of like future stuff, I just hope that some of this momentum,
Yeah,
obviously,
keeps
it
up.
Right,
won't
right,
stay
right.
up for forever, but we're hoping that, we can make more.
Just
friends
remember
and
that
just
though.
Keep,
Don't let it fuck y'all up
Oh,
and
yeah.
tank your
no
careers.
jump off the bridge moments on the
Yeah,
drive
don't
home.
do that.
no, so
You can think
that,
it.
that's something we've been talking about because we were talking about like we sort of knew that once we recorded the song that we would have some success from it. We didn't expect it to get
Well, who
this,
would?
Yeah.
How could you?
And now it's sort of a thing. It's like, okay, so like we look at our monthly listeners. It's like, oh my God, we're almost
I think even
50,000.
people that get good careers from this kind of stuff would love that kind of attention from
Oh,
a thing
yeah.
they did.
But it's like
A couple 100,000, man, a couple million would be the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet you're always like, oh, I wish it was this. I wish it was this. And I feel kind of like that right now. And I feel bad feeling that way. Because it's like, I'm not saying I'm not. Because I feel very like, oh my God, where we are. It's like, this is what
It's
I
weird to
dreamed
be
of.
like grateful and like I wish it was more at the same
But
time.
also, it's like
Yeah.
that 48,000. Like my brain just keeps telling myself, it's like I know that those are super inflated. I know what that really is once the dust settles.
Right.
Yeah.
But what if the
That's-
dust settles and it's still at like 25,000?
Or even
Yeah,
10.
exactly.
And nobody can tell me
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah, and then I'm like, hey, Ma, I did it. You know, no. So
yeah, I mean, take
We're happy.
30,000 off. 10,000 a month is still insane.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
we're extremely happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
What was the number at before that happened?
6.
Yeah, there you go.
we,
600? Okay.
yeah, and
We
then,
don't even have that, dude. That's
But-
hilarious. Y'all are doing good
That's
things.
funny. We got added to a Finnish playlist. The Finns were loving us for a
We got a
long
French
time.
one. What is
Oh,
that?
You want to trade?
No. I honestly would rather probably have the finish.
too cold there. I don't want to tour there.
France, yeah.
I want
We're looking to go to like Cuba or
Nice weather.
yeah, like
Beautiful
we're,
weather. Lots of cool old cars.
Buckshot's gonna retire someplace tropical, except for Zach.
Except for me. I like
Yeah.
the cold.
I do too. I'm a mountain man through and through.
Are there any local bands that you guys haven't played with that you want to? This is the call out section.
Oh man.
Tiny, teeny tunes. Second Life.
Let them speak.
Wow.
There, I mean, a lot of those big fellas. I call them big fellas. I mean, you know, any of them.
Any?
I mean, just
Yeah.
We've got some big fellas coming up that we were not expecting. I'm very excited. So like
yeah.
we said, like we can't share too much, but we've got some shit coming up that no one is expecting their first year of being a band. Like
That's awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we're also, I don't know, we're just thankful to a lot of those same people too, because I mean, it's a big thing to see so many people around us who are so good at putting in so much work. And then it's like, okay, like we're the ones that say now, it's like, we don't feel like we're doing anything, or I don't feel like we're doing anything crazy, but it's like people are telling us, and I just go like, oh man, like, sweet, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this started as something where it's like I had my acoustic bass, Evan was playing an acoustic guitar, like sitting in my bedroom while
Yeah.
my
Our drummer
baby
was
crawled
on
around on the
box.
floor.
Yeah. The rise is all a blur till you're sitting in it finally,
Yeah,
you know?
and
Like
so,
it's
it's like
wild.
we're not like anywhere crazy, but it's just like even where we're at, it's just like it's humbling.
it's
feels
very
nice.
quick. For a
it's
band that's
exciting.
not even been around
Yeah,
a year,
and
it's very fast.
I've had like a couple of people ask me like, does your head feel bigger? Is your ego getting bigger? And I'm like, I'm more fucking nervous than ever.
yeah.
like
It's almost the opposite of what it used to
Like
be. Used
the-
to, you'd be like, I know it.
the more eyes that get on me, almost, I'm like,
Yes.
oh, like you're paying attention.
Don't,
Like what the
don't do
hell?
Don't do something stupid.
Yeah.
The nerves never go away.
Yeah,
The
I was
nerves
about to
never
say,
go away.
How big that
But if they do, you're probably jaded
Yeah.
and crusty.
Now
It's
what?
good to have a healthy fear that you're actually shit.
Yeah. Now what I will
It
say,
really
if
is.
there
Yeah.
if there was
Keeps
a
you
couple,
humble.
there is at least one big one shout out that I'll say locally. Arkansas would be absolutely wonderful. I mean, you know,
Yeah, we
those
want to
are
play with them so bad.
yeah, that would be
Do
cool.
they play often?
So in Arkansas, I mean,
They hit
yeah,
Fayetteville the most.
Yeah.
but I mean, they're going on tour all over the place, you know.
Fayetteville.
But yeah, they would be cool. But I mean, hell, man, I'd be down to play with any kind of like metal bands as well, like Paul Bear. Let's go,
Hey.
let's go.
Shoot your shot, baby. They're coming back soon. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Or did they just come back?
June 29th.
June 29th. I knew it was soon.
And then this is a wild one, but I think it would be so funny. It's like, you know, you got the guys over from like Fleshbound and Gorepig. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a wild
let's
show,
get
dude.
Buckshot opened up for Gorepig.
I'm
right?
not opposed at all. That would be insane.
It'd be so funny.
That's the thing is, like, I feel like every member of our band, like, we have such a diverse palette of music that we all
Yeah.
listen to. Like, I grew up on, like, 80s hip hop because my dad was, like, a professional hip hop dancer growing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
like,
wild.
I keep dropping lore here and there. But But it's just like we listened to it all.
Oh, yeah.
We had someone compare
was-
us to the Gun Club last night. That was fucking awesome.
I know that made Evan lose his mind.
Yeah.
And honestly, that might. So it's hard for me to say like locally who all, because like I can tell you who me personally.
Sure,
I-
well, it varies from person
Yeah.
to
But
person.
each member
Absolutely.
of this band, and
We're all so different.
everyone says that I know, but it's like this crew, man. We seriously, I mean, I don't think there's something we don't listen to.
Yeah.
It's like
Alright, Buckshot Princess headliner. You can depict the 3 bands that open. Who are they?
Like Dream
Yeah.
overall.
Dream Level. Oh God, I don't know that I'd want to open. I mean, I don't know
Korn.
that I'd want to headline.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. But hold on. What's that Limp Bizkit's guitarist?
Wes
He's
Borland.
insane.
Wes Borland,
Yeah,
yeah.
that dude's ridiculous.
You mean
okay?
the living god amongst men?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude plays
Playing
guitar
for-
like nobody can fucking believe.
The thing that's fucked up is like my top artists are like Sexy Red, Lana Del Rey, which every time I die, they're not even together anymore. Rip.
I think.
But just like I just want to see like I want to see a fucking insane lineup. People are like they do not go together. Like
Yeah.
okay, I'm like me and a few of the other members like we're huge 3-6 Mafia fans, and it's like
Okay.
that's Little
Buckshot
Rock.
Princess, 3-6
Like
Mafia.
LeChat is coming like to Arkansas on 420, and if it wasn't in Parkin and doesn't start at midnight, I would be there. But like I
Oh my
want to
God.
play with LeChat. I know that sounds fucking insane, but like.
Nothing's impossible now,
Yeah,
though. That's what's great about.
I love
that's-
her. I
that-
love LeChat.
That is what's crazy about now, with all the stuff and the internet. It's like all you have to do is pop off, and then you can do whatever you want.
Power of the ass. Like you were
It's
saying.
and it's crazy. Like if they look and they go,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers are doing 2 million views
Yeah.
on TikTok. Let's have them on because they'll bring a fucking.
Yeah.
It's for real.
I
Like
mean,
that's,
it's hard to like pick through, but 3. But I would say like absolutely up there is going to be Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
That's one of those universal ones for all 4 of us. Where
Okay.
it's like, okay,
We
her
all
music.
listen to this.
Yeah,
Sure.
her music is like a big part of, for all of us, for in terms of our sound. And
Sure.
stuff. So,
Inspiration, yeah.
yeah, she would be up
I'm sure
there.
She would be honored to open for you.
No, but
if she was so fucking lucky.
40 minutes.
Uh huh.
yeah, no. Like,
But if you go over, we dock your pay.
right. No, but I mean something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like what else. Is
I
something
know. I'm
that-
trying to think of like for the whole band or universal.
Even like 100 gex would be
Oh.
insane.
Oh lord.
Ethel Kane.
Ethel Kane.
Ethel Kane,
Christian
100
Whitehead.
Gex, Lana Del Rey. I would say that's the big 3 for the band. Like as a whole that we all agree on. Those are
Hunter
our big
Gregg, Lana
3.
Del Rey, and who else?
Ethel Kane.
Ethel Kane. I don't know that one.
Oh, you'd be rocking with her. I can tell.
Yeah, her stuff's beautiful.
Like she's also like from a tiny town, middle of nowhere.
I like most
just real-
things as long as it doesn't suck.
Well,
Like if it's just noise for the sake of noise, I'd be like, get the fuck out of
Oh,
here
no.
with this shit.
she's fire as fuck.
No, 100 gigs is fine. I actually caught some like a video of theirs popped up on my.
Doritos and Fritos.
Yeah. It was fine. I
Fire.
like it.
100 gex.
I was like,
is a
okay, I
wild
get this.
one because it's like, for me, I'm like, I guess like within our group, because I listen to like prog metal and stuff, I'm kind of like, oh, you have like the pretentious taste in music, blah blah blah.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm this guy, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, so like for all
Pinky's
intents and
out.
purposes, like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't like you know,
Uh-huh.
something like that. But it's like they showed me 100 gex, and I was like, oh my god, I rock with this so hard. This is so good.
100 Gex, Universal, baby.
It's
The
good.
Buckshot Princess Coach Light Show.
Oh. Well, they have a new singer now too. That we can't say nothing yet.
Yeah.
They're gonna announce that soon, I do believe.
But I'll say this can be an open invitation to literally like any band locally, no matter your size. Like,
We fucks with it.
yeah, we're rocking with it. We're open minded. We'll play anywhere with anyone.
Okay, cool. Basement show done.
Sweet.
Just
Okay,
me and
listen.
Kurt, whole band in here. We'll record it.
Listen, like, if we could do like like the famous like Denny's.
That's the
we'll
kind of
live
thing-
stream it and get some roses and some bros.
Yeah, that's the
from
kind of thing
TikTok.
you just gotta do. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
I have to fucking pee again.
Real.
This is insane.
Me too.
It's
Third
insane.
time.
I'm starting to come up there too. So
All right.
We can all go together.
Do the sword fight. Do the socials. God.
This is you.
All right, we are Buckshot Princess Band on Instagram, Buckshot Princess on all your streaming services. If you want to email us sometime, that's buckshotprincessband@gmail.com, or We have a headquarters email. Zach, do you know what that is?
Damn, they dropping emails, Kurt.
That's what I'm saying. Our roommate works at the internet.
That's fine. Yeah, you
That's
know
what I
what?
tell
We have a
people.
website.
We have a website.
Shit, professionals.
And she, like I said, she works for the
I didn't know we
internet.
were in the fucking presence of luxury.
That's right. But
Royalty.
our TikTok, here's the
Damn.
thing. Our TikTok was my personal account, and then we popped off, and I was like, it's got to become the band account.
Sure.
So it is at Grease Witherspoon, which was my TikTok
Yo,
name.
that's fucking brilliant.
Display name Buckshot Princess, but the ad is Grease Witherspoon.
Grease Witherspoon.
But yeah, I'm looking for you. I'm
love
sending
that.
you virtual kisses.
Hell yeah. Crashcast Pod, Twitter, Crashcast Pod 1. Sign up on Patreon. We're actually putting out monthly episodes now. Sorry it took me and Kurt so long to be responsible. And thank you for listening. Peace. Cut to me, Kurt.